From Hollywood, it's time now for...
Johnny Dollar.
Ed Renser, Johnny, Union States Casualty Company?
Oh, hi, Ed. I heard you were trying to reach me.
Yes, indeedy. Plane leaves in 2 hours.
For where?
Ensenada. It's a port on the west coast of Mexico, south...
Yeah, I know, Ed. I know. I've been there.
Well,
but what
now,
do you...
Charlie Burton is down there, Johnny. You know, the big nightclub TV comic. You know, good old, lovable, boyish Charlie?
I've seen his show.
Who hasn't? Really keeps you screaming, doesn't he?
Oh, he is a killer.
Eesh.
So what do I do? Go out there and scream it up for him?
You go out there and keep him alive. Someone's threatened to murder him.
One of his audience, maybe?
No, wait, Johnny, this is no laughing matter. Anything happens to Charlie Burton, I cut my throat.
Hey, you really do like his show.
We're carrying $500,000 worth of insurance on that boy.
Tonight and every weekday night, Bob Bailey in the transcribed adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. From Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Home Office, Union States Casualty Company, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an accounting of expenditures during my investigation of the laughing matter. Item 1, $221.50. Transportation by scheduled airline to San Diego, incidentals there, and charter plane for a flight 80 miles south into Mexico. To Ensenada. Item 2, $1.90. Taxi from the plowed ground airstrip to the Carrara marble foyer of the plush Balboa Beach Hotel. The contrast was typical. Ensenada is 2 towns, really. The tourist town is a glittering belt of pseudo-swank resorts around the south end of the bay. Bald-headed men in flowery sports shirts and fat women in shorts, loaded down with cameras, souvenirs, and U.S. dollars. The loafing town. And next to it, the rows of warehouses and docks, the fishing fleets and freezer plants, narrow dirt streets and slums. Soft-eyed Mexicans and the gentle, liquid sound of Spanish. Native town, the working town. 2 different ways of life, and no bridge of understanding between. The executive producer of the Charlie Burton Show, a man named Frank Maltz, was in my room 5 minutes after I checked in.
Glad to know you, Mr. Dollar.
He was probably in his middle 40s, but looked older, haggard, pressured, a little battered around the edges. He might not have his ulcer yet, but he was sure working on one.
Didn't waste much time getting here.
Well, that phone call of yours got them pretty upset back there in Hartford.
I meant for it,
So
too.
I gathered. Have you called in the local authorities, Mr. Maltz?
No.
Why not?
It wouldn't have done any good. Charlie'd have blown his top and had him thrown out.
Good old lovable Charlie?
Yes.
He doesn't know you phoned Hartford.
No, he'd have stopped me if he'd known.
Why? Does he want to die?
Oh, he says he's had murder threats before, crank letters. He wouldn't take it seriously.
But you do, is that it?
I didn't figure it was up to me to decide.
As I understand it, Mr. Maltz, there was a note of some kind slipped under Burton's door.
That's right.
Well, tell me about it, will you?
All right, yesterday evening, after we came back from shooting some scenes around the bay, we went to our room, shower, clean up for dinner. You know? When Charlie started to leave his room, he saw the note.
Where is his room?
4th one down on the terrace to the left. All our rooms open onto this same terrace.
Do you still have that note?
No. Charlie tore it up after he read it.
Did he show it to anybody?
Yes, to me. It was on stationery from the hotel here. It was in pencil and crudely printed.
Remember the wording?
Oh, yes. It said, "Only the gods are immortal, Burton. As you'll soon find out, you'll never leave Ensenada alive."
Kind of an odd way of putting it.
I thought so myself.
Know anyone who might use that style of phrasing?
No, I'm afraid not.
All right. What else, Mr. Maltz?
Nothing else. Those are the facts.
Anything happened since the note?
Not as far as I know.
Burton could be right, of course. The whole thing may be a hoax.
Yeah, maybe, but that's for you to decide, not me.
Who do you know who might think they had a reason to kill him?
Aha. I think I'll let you form your own conclusions on that.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Maltz. That's very thoughtful of you.
All right, I'm sorry. I realize I haven't given you much to go on.
Practically nothing.
I can't help it, Dollar. That's all I know about it.
I see.
Well, talk to the others. See what they know about it.
Others?
Well, I was thinking mainly of Gloria Dale and Al Schreiber. And there's Charlie himself, of course.
Suppose you brief me on those other 2.
All right. Gloria Dale's the feminine lead.
Oh, yeah, I've seen her on TV.
Yeah, probably. She's been with the show for 3 years. She's in her late 20s. She's single. She's gorgeous. She has a terrific sense of comedy.
How does she get along with old, lovable Charlie?
Good question. Maybe she can give you an answer to it.
All right, I'll ask her. And who was that other one you mentioned?
Al Schreiber? Yeah, he's a young newcomer. He's been with the show 6 months now. A real talent, if he were ever given a chance to show it.
Why isn't he given a chance?
Because on the Charlie Burton show, my friend, there is one and only one star, namely...
Good old, lovable, boyish Charlie Burton.
Oh, you've been reading the press release.
Well, as a matter of fact, I have. All right, who else?
No, that's all. At least all that mattered. The camera crew, the technicians who were sent up from Churubusco in Mexico City, they never heard of Charlie Burton before. And we haven't had much of any contact with anyone here in town. Now, I think that note was written by somebody right here in the family. That's another reason I sent for you instead of the local police.
Just why did you send for me, Mr. Maltz?
What do you mean?
How do you feel about Charlie Burton?
Haven't you guessed?
More or less, I think.
Well, I'll spell it right out for you, Mr. Dollar. I hate his guts.
And what do you care whether he's murdered or not?
Care, I'd get roaring drunk to celebrate it.
And yet you're the one who phoned an SOS to Hartford.
Well, sure. If Burton does get it, I want an expert around. Somebody will tag the right party for the crime.
A matter of justice. Is that it?
Why not?
Oh, because it's usually just a word people talk about. What they really want is to win.
Ah.
Is that what you want, Mr. Maltz?
Very funny. You ought to go on television.
No, I'm waiting till they perfect it.
I feel the same way about murder.
So the legend of lovable Charlie was starting to crack. One person at least didn't love him, Frank Maltz, his executive producer. And there was something else besides hate in Frank Maltz's eyes, a weariness or bitterness, something I couldn't quite place. I filed the thought for the moment, took time to shower and change, and went looking for another pair of eyes, a prettier pair. And I found them, alone on the terrace with their owner. They were turned toward the west, toward the last golden edge of the sun as it sank into the Pacific. They were big and blue, very lovely.
Hello there.
How are you, Miss Dale? I'm Johnny Dollar. I just got in from Hartford, and I've been talking with Frank Maltz.
Oh, you must be with the advertising sponsor.
No, I'm an insurance investigator.
Huh?
Yes, I'm here in regard to that threatening note that Mr. Burton received.
Oh, that.
You've heard about it, then?
Oh, we all heard about it. Interminably.
From Burton, you mean?
Who else? Oh, he paced and posed and beat his breast. He wept and stormed and shouted at us. Harangued, accused, and monologued us. Our base ingratitude after all he'd done for us. Done to us, he should have said. That one of us, a viper in his bosom, should stoop to such a practical joke on good old luck. If it was a practical joke, what are you doing down here?
You think it was a joke, Miss Dale?
I don't, but Charlie himself said... Do you mean somebody really meant that threat?
Maybe.
Well, what do you know?
Any idea as to who might have written it?
Sure. Anybody who knows him.
Is he that bad, actually?
Mr. Dollar, you've heard the expression horrid old man.
Yeah.
Well, if Charlie Burton worked for years to improve himself, I mean really tried, eventually he might lift himself up high enough to be a horrid old man.
Well, if it's like that, why do you stick around?
Why do I? Because I signed a contract last year during an emotional crisis. And it's got 2 more years to run.
Break it. Breathe a little clean air for a change.
I'd be dead professionally, and that's about all I've got in life now. Professional career, such as it is.
Same thing apply to Frank Maltz?
Yep, contract. Executive producer is just a title. The Charlie Burton show is owned by Charlie Burton, lock, stock, barrel, and the souls of the employees.
Something of a dictator, huh?
Egomaniac. He's a pre-adolescent paranoid with the ethics of a rattlesnake and the jealous instincts of a Turkish harem master.
Uh-huh.
Oh, forgive me, Mr. Dollar. I had that line in a play once, but it still fits him.
Tell me the truth, Miss Dale. Did you write that note?
I'm a female comic, Mr. Dollar.
So?
So who can write?
Gloria.
Out here, Al, on the terrace. Al Schreiber, have you met him yet?
No, but I've got him on the list.
That may turn out to be quite a list before you're through.
Downstairs bar at 7, honey. That's what you said. Downstairs bar at 7.
I know. I'm going in and change right now. Al, this is Johnny Dollar, Al Schreiber.
Hello, Al.
How are you? Glad to see you.
Mr. Dollar's an insurance investigator. He's here about that murder threat Charlie got.
You mean that note was for real?
Could be.
Well, happy days. Maybe there's hope for us yet.
Careful, Al. Mr. Dollar's making a list.
Sweetie, I'd be proud to confess. Only I didn't think of the idea, and besides, I'm a coward.
Did either of you actually see that note?
No, but we heard about it.
So I understand.
How does insurance figure in this? You mean some company actually wrote a policy on that earthworm?
To the tune of $500,000.
Holy Hannah, who's he worth that much to?
His sponsor, the advertising client. I doubt if it's personal, really. They're just protecting their investment in the show.
500,000 fish. For a phony old fake who weighs in at a fast 30 cents. Say, maybe they're out to kill him and make a profit for themselves.
Yeah, I'll put them on the list. And I take it you're in the club, too, Al.
Club?
At least you're not wearing a Love Charlie Burton button.
Oh, sir. All I am, ever was, or hope to be in any future life. All I have, ever had, or expect to have at any time, notwithstanding. The foregoing to supersede any previous statement, and irregardless of any utterance made hereafter. I owe in its entirety, and without any reservation whatsoever, to my one and only benefactor. That sterling, magnanimous, warm-hearted, genial. I'll bet you think I'm only saying that because it's in my contract.
Did you write the note, Al?
I don't know what to say until I check with my writers.
Yeah, I have the same problem with my underwriters.
Say, that's not bad, Mr. Dollar. You know, you ought to try
Sorry,
television.
I'm waiting till they perfect it. Item 3, 80 cents, one drink. I had it sent from the bar and sat on the terrace alone and drank it. I watched the sun die in the west and let the soft night creep out of the hills of Mexico and sink down over me in gentle folds. Then I saw a man slip from the shadowed shrubbery and move cautiously up the terrace, a pale ghost dressed in the white cotton of a peon worker. As I came quietly to my feet, a girl ran from inside somewhere, clung to him, and stopped him. They argued fiercely for a moment and guarded Spanish. Then the man turned and saw me and vanished into the darkness of the hotel gardens. The girl faced me for an instant, with eyes like frightened doves. Then she, too, turned and fled. But I'd recognize her. She was the hotel maid who'd brought ice to my room when I first arrived. So it was a lover's meeting, most likely. And yet, the man, before she stopped him, had been heading across the terrace toward Charlie Burton's room.
Now, here's our star to tell you about tomorrow's intriguing episode of this week's story.
Tomorrow, the great man condescends and shivers a little, too. And a girl's hidden hate is blacker than the sea-wet rock she vents it on. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, is transcribed in Hollywood. Written by Les Crutchfield. It is produced and directed by Jack Johnstone. Be sure to join us tomorrow night, same time and station, for the next exciting episode of Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Roy Rowan speaking. From Hollywood, it's time now for
Johnny Dollar.
Don Wilkins, Johnny. Tri-Mutual Limited.
Oh, hi, Don. Thanks for the Christmas present.
Well, just don't take out the cork near an open flame.
Yeah.
Say, You know anything about a guy named Mel Pryker?
Nothing good about him. Why?
Got himself killed last night. Murdered.
Pryker was born to be murdered.
Maybe so, but not at our expense. We're holding a $100,000 policy on him.
Wow. Who's the beneficiary?
His partner, Nick Shern.
Nick Shern. You picked a fine pair of rats.
Yeah, I know that now. The New York police are holding Shern, but they've got no evidence. Go down there and check it out for us, Johnny. If Nick did the killing, we're off the hook.
Any witnesses?
One, apparently, the hat check girl in that nightclub of theirs.
What's her story?
I wish I knew. She's disappeared. We've got to find her, Johnny, before some of Nick's hoodlums find her.
Don, maybe they already have.
Tonight and every weekday night, Bob Bailey in the transcribed adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Home Office Tri-Mutual Insurance Limited, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an account of expenditures during my investigation of the Nick Shern matter. Item 1, 2280, transportation to New York, tips and incidentals, and taxi fare to the office of Lieutenant Ed Rafferty, Homicide Division, the man in charge of the case.
Oh, hiya, Johnny. How have you been?
Not bad, Ed. How's the homicide business?
Terrible. Did you look at that teletype? Shoplifting. 5 complaints right in a row. The week before Christmas, that's all we get. Shoplifters.
Mel Pryker wasn't shoplifting.
Oh, you working on it, Johnny?
Yeah, the insurance angle. Nick Shern's the beneficiary. $100,000 policy.
Well, you got a tough one, boy. Shern killed him all right, but I don't think we're going to be able to stick him. Come on in the office. Hey, you know what that kid of mine wants for Christmas?
Marilyn Monroe?
Oh, next year, Johnny. He's only 10, you know. Go ahead.
Okay, thanks.
No, he wants a motorbike. Can you tie that? 10 years old, and he says he needs a motorbike. Have a chair.
Okay. Well, look, I know a factory representative here who'll make you a good deal on one, Ed.
Oh, now, forget it, Johnny. No, I was 14 before I even had a pair of roller skates. And then I had to buy them myself. Yeah, kids are spoiled today. That's the half of what's wrong with them. There's the file on the case. What little we've got.
Okay. Uh-huh. Yeah, how'd it happen, Ed?
You mean, how do I think it happened?
That's good enough for me.
Mel Pryker and Nick Shern were both in the rackets for years, as you probably know.
Yeah, I've heard rumors.
Well, a while back, they teamed up and opened a string of supper clubs. That's where Pryker got it, in their main club, the Ches Colette.
Strictly legitimate, huh?
Well, more or less, I guess. They could afford to be. The dough they were making and arguing over, according to the word around.
That's the reason for the killing, the way you see it.
Sure. Nick figured if half was good, all the take would be twice as good.
And the insurance on top of it.
You're a fast one, Johnny. Anyhow, several people heard the shots about 2:30 in the morning, it was, right after the club closed, but none of them bothered to report it. The clean-up crew came in at 3 and found Pryker's body. He was lying in his office, shot twice, gun on the floor beside him, no prints. It was his own gun, and it was kept there in his desk.
Where was Nick Shern?
Well, we picked him up an hour later at another one of their clubs. The manager was with him, and, Benny Stark. Now, he used
Benny, yeah, I know. Trigger man for Nick's mob in the old days. 15 years overdue for hanging.
That's our Benny. Anyhow, they both swear that Nick was there from 1:30 on.
Uh-huh. What about a paraffin test, Ed?
Positive, clear to the elbow, and you can throw it out the window.
What do you mean?
Earlier that evening, Nick spent 2 hours at a shooting gallery uptown, firing a pistol.
Ooh, smart, huh? He really planned for it.
He really did. If without a witness, we haven't got a chance.
I understand there was a witness. Some girl who was mixed up in it.
Easy, Johnny. You're talking to a Rafferty.
So the girl's Irish.
Miss Kathleen O'Dare. Old country, back 3 generations. County Kildare.
Then naturally she's as innocent as a newborn babe.
Naturally.
Then how does she figure?
Well, a taxi driver who knows her said that he saw her leave the club 5 minutes after the shots. She denied it, said that she left at closing time. Well, now, in my book, she was lying.
Scared to talk, huh?
Paralyzed. And with plenty of reason. You know Shern's reputation.
Well, what about the cab driver?
Now, I changed his story. He said it might have been some other girl he saw.
Oh, no, don't tell me, Ed. Let me guess.
That's right. His name's O'Toole.
Yeah.
And I forgot to mention that Kathleen's pretty.
Naturally.
Anyhow, I let her go. I had to. And when I went around to talk to her this morning, she'd flown the coop.
Any chance some of Nick's boys grabbed her?
I don't think so. It looked more like she came home, packed in a hurry, took her kid, and blew.
Kid?
8-year-old daughter.
Irish and a mother, too. I was on sacred ground.
Oh, I was fingering me gun. No, seriously, Johnny. Would you find her? She may be able to break Nick's alibi, and it's our only chance.
And it might be her only chance. Nick Sheeran's not the boy to leave a loose end lying around.
I know. I've got 30 men checking bus depots, airlines.
And no luck, huh?
In this mess at this time of year, I'm a hard-boiled cop, Johnny. I've got no Christmas spirit. I'm glad it only comes once per annum.
Well, there's not very much to go on, that's for sure. I'll see what I can turn up, Ed. Check with you later.
All right, that's fine. Oh, by the way, Johnny.
Yeah?
About that friend of yours.
What friend?
The guy with the motorbikes. How would I be getting in touch with him?
Oh, yeah, his name's Ralph Sterner. He's in the phone book office in the Mackley building. Hard-boiled cop.
Well, they're kids, only young ones.
Yeah, sure.
Now, you find that O'Dare girl. Find her, keep her alive, and get her to talk.
How long have I got to find her?
What do you mean?
Nick Sheeran. How much longer can you hold him?
Johnny, he was turned loose an hour ago.
So that was it. A lot of maybes, a lot of questions, and a lot of pressure. A job to be done and done fast. Find one Kathleen O'Dare, former hat check girl at the Chez Colette. Keep Nick Sheeran's hoodlums away from her, and persuade her to talk. And 3 to 1, Nick was looking for her, too. He was free now, on the loose, and he might be anywhere. Only the way it turned out, he wasn't just anywhere. He was in one particular place.
Johnny,
Parked right smack in front of the precinct station.
over here, Johnny.
He was sitting in the back seat of a sedan, and his trigger man, Benny Stark, was at the wheel.
Been a long time, hasn't it, Johnny?
About 5 years, as I remember it, Nick. It was that warehouse robbery over in Queens when you got away with $40,000 worth of furs.
You've forgotten. I was acquitted on that one.
Oh, yeah, I know. After they pulled the only witness out of the East River, his feet in a bucket of cement.
Just coincidence. I never seen him before.
You've seen Miss O'Dare before.
Sure I have. She works for me. She's a good kid, Johnny.
So I hear.
I wouldn't harm a hair on that girl's head.
She'll be relieved when I tell her that.
Get in. I want to talk to you.
No. Sorry, Nick. I like it fine just the way it is. In the car, I'd be outnumbered.
You got me all wrong, Johnny. I don't play that way anymore.
What about Benny? Has he reformed, too?
Well, if that's what... Benny, go take a walk.
Yeah, boss, but...
I said go take a walk.
Okay.
Get in, Johnny.
Well, what's on your mind, Nick?
You working on this case?
Yeah, I'm on it. Why?
That's what I figured. I was talking to my lawyer in there and saw you go to Rafferty's office. I guess the insurance company's going to try to welch on that claim.
It's your
Is
party,
that it?
Nick. You talk.
I got a better idea.
What's that?
You know, it's real nice out in Las Vegas this time of year, Johnny. A man can have a lot of fun out there for the next month with maybe $10,000 to play with.
What man are you talking about?
You.
I don't have $10,000.
You will. 30 minutes from now, if you say the word.
Oh, Nick, you're lucky we're not standing out there on the sidewalk. In a car seat, I haven't got room to swing.
You're still a fool, huh?
I don't know. Why don't you write me about it? You'll have plenty of time. Up there in the death cell.
Suppose I didn't make any claim on that policy. And you wouldn't have any reason to stay on the case.
No sale, Nick. $100,000 is a lot of money. I'd want to find out why you didn't make a claim.
You know why. You're out to pin this on me, and so are the cops. A man with a record hasn't got a chance.
You should have thought of that before you killed Mel Pranker.
Want to know something, Johnny? I didn't kill him.
Well, I'm betting you did.
What do you care who killed him? You're not shedding any tears over it.
No, but I'd sure hate to see you get away with it. And I'd hate it even more if anything happened to that girl.
Kathy O'Dare? Now, what could happen to her?
She just might fall in the river. She probably thinks she's safe as long as she hides from the police and refuses to talk. She doesn't know you very well.
You had me all wrong, Johnny.
You know, you hear a lot about peace on earth, goodwill toward men around this time of year. Well, I don't have much goodwill toward the kind of rat you are. And I figured there'd be more peace on earth if you weren't on it. Push me, and maybe that's what'll happen.
Well, at least that's fair warning.
Yeah, it's fair warning. I'm going to tag you for this, Nick. You can count on it. Expense account item 2, $2.40. Taxi to the East Side rooming house of Kathy O'Dare. I didn't have much hope of turning up anything. Ed Rafferty and his men had already been through the place inch by inch. But it was the only starting point I had. The landlady was out, and a uniformed policeman led me into Kathy's flat. I spent an hour and a half and got nowhere. I went through her mail, bills, advertisements, casual notes from men she'd met at the club. But nothing personal, not even a postcard. There were no pictures, photographs of Kathy or her daughter anywhere in the flat. She'd made a clean sweep, then left in a hurry. And obviously, she didn't mean to be found. But I had to find her, and fast. It was dusk when I left. The street lamps were on, and the colored Christmas lights in the windows along the block. Snow was falling in big, soft, gentle flakes, and there was a holiday feeling in the air. It was neither the time nor the setting for murder.
Big contribution, son? Give a little something to help poor?
Oh, sure. How's it going this year, Santa?
Oh, it's better than usual, but it just seems there's never enough to go around, no matter how... Well, bless you, son. Thank you kindly.
Don't mention it. Good luck, Pop.
Thank you, son.
Well, the city ought to clean the streets better.
I've been waiting for you.
Sorry, Benny. It's not my day for punks.
Got some friends want to talk to you. Start walking, Johnny, down the alley.
It's dark down there.
Start walking. This ain't just my hand in my pocket.
It better be, Benny, with 2 cops standing up there on the porch watching.
What are you talking about? There ain't no cops.
I smashed him in the mouth and knocked him flat. Followed it up and kicked his gun in his gutter. He rolled over, came to his feet, and rushed me. I was hoping he would.
He have that coming, son?
He had it coming.
Well, he sure did get it.
Yeah. Hey, you know something, Pop? I think Benny wants to make a contribution to help the poor.
Well, he ain't saying no.
Oh, he's a good boy, at the moment at least. Here you go. That ought to help some.
3, 4, $500.
Put it where it'll do the most good.
Well, Merry Christmas, son. Happy New Year.
Yeah, same to you, Pop, and many more of them. Hey, taxi!
There'll be another intriguing episode in our story of the next Shern matter tomorrow.
Tomorrow, an old lady with a broken arm, a shivering girl, and bullets in the snow. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, is transcribed in Hollywood. Written by Les Crutchfield, it is produced and directed by Jack Johnstone. Be sure to join us tomorrow night, same time and station, for the next exciting episode of Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is Roy Rowan speaking.
Johnny Dollar.
Dollar, this is Frank Francis at Tri-Western Life in Los Angeles.
Well, hiya.
How soon do you think you can get on out here?
Well, it's early evening here in the east. Sometime tomorrow morning be all right?
Well, I suppose it'll have to be. But unless you can get here before noon, there may be no point in your coming at all.
Noon your time.
Yeah.
Well, it's easy. There's a jet flight out of New York around 8 a.m. Eastern time. It'll get me to L.A. International around 11 your time.
Good, good. I'll meet you at the airport.
What seems to be the trouble, Mr. Francis?
The recent death of one of our policyholders, Dollar. I hope you'll be able to find out for us if it was accidental or suicide.
Oh?
Or possibly even murder.
Murder.
Yes.
Okay.
CBS Radio brings you Bob Reddick in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Tri-Western Life Insurance Company, Los Angeles office. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the Simple Simon matter. Expense account item 1, early the next morning. $180.40 plane fare. The usual prevailing westerly winds didn't prevail, so the flight was even faster than scheduled. And the big jet set down at the L.A. International Airport well before 11 a.m. Pacific time, that is. True to his word, Frank Francis was there and waiting for me.
Right over here, Dollar.
Oh, okay, Frank. Excuse me, please. Can you excuse me, please?
If you have any heavy luggage waiting to be taken off the plane, I'm afraid we'd better pick it up later.
Everything I own is in this kind of glorified briefcase.
Good. Because we have to be sure that we're back in my office before noon. Come on. My car's out here at the curb.
All right. But why is the time element so important?
Because of a phone call I'm expecting. For you. Get in, Johnny.
Phone call for me?
Yeah. Come on, get in, huh?
From whom, Frank?
I'll tell you all about it on the way in.
All right, whatever you say. Well?
Johnny, at the present moment, the death of Jerry Hilton, Gerald Raymond Hilton, to be more exact, is on the books as accidental or possible suicide.
And you wrote his insurance?
For some $16,000. Straight life with double indemnity in case of accidental death.
The beneficiary?
His wife.
Go on, Frank.
It happened about a week ago on a side road. Or rather, off a side road in the vicinity of Newhall.
Where is Newhall?
About 35 miles north of here. 2,000 or 3,000 people, some farmland, a bunch of oil wells.
Go on.
Hilton was apparently driving around a bad curve on the side of a hill. Narrow, dusty little dirt road. He apparently lost control and went over into a rather deep canyon full of big rocks. There wasn't too much left of his car, and apparently Hilton died immediately.
So it looked like an accident?
Apparently.
And that's the 4th time now, that you've used that word apparently.
Deliberately, Johnny.
Why?
There isn't much of a police force out that way, but believe me, they're on their toes. Those boys went over the scene of that so-called accident with a fine-tooth comb.
What do they find, Frank?
They found that Hilton's car had stopped there on that curve. Or maybe been stopped is a better term.
Why do you say that?
Because of a phone call I got yesterday, the one we're expecting at noon.
A phone call?
Yeah.
Frank, that bush that you're beating around is getting kind of big.
I know. Well, okay. The tire tracks showed that Hilton's car had stopped and then, not skidded, but had been driven slowly over the edge.
Now, about that phone call.
Well, couple that with the fact that he was half crazy with financial troubles. He'd already borrowed a couple of $1,000 on his insurance. And the fact that his wife, and believe me, he was devoted to her, that his wife has been sick and yet still trying to work in some factory to keep him in food and clothing, and, well, it pretty clearly indicated suicide made to look like an accident.
Do the police agree on that?
All the way. Hilton's been a complete failure. He had nothing except a shady reputation. The only thing left to give to his wife to keep her alive was the insurance. Needless to say, with her 3-year-old kid, I forgot to mention him, with the kid needing an operation for something or other immediately, She's already put in a claim.
But if it was suicide, she can't collect.
Exactly.
Which, I suppose, is just what you'd like.
No.
Oh?
No, Johnny. I've known about Marjorie Hilton a long time, ever since high school. I think she really tried to make a go of that marriage to Jerry, despite his failure to support her and his rather questionable record.
You mean he had a police record?
Not actually, but I'm sure he deserved one.
I see. Now, Frank, tell me this. On the phone last night, you said it could possibly even be murder.
Because of the call I just received.
From whom?
Somebody who wouldn't identify himself.
Himself?
Yes. He was quite definite, and he said just two things. That because of what he knew, we'd better get ready to pay off the insurance.
And second?
That he wouldn't give his information to anybody but you.
I wonder why.
He wouldn't say. He only said to get you out here right away. That he'd call today at noon and talk, but only to you.
Now, let's get into your office and wait for that call. Or maybe it was just a gag, Frank, because according to my watch, it's nearly 10 minutes after 3.
You forgot to reset it on the way out here.
Oh, yeah.
But you may be right at that, Johnny. Maybe it was just some practical joker, maybe some crank. You'd be surprised at the You pick it up. I'll take it on this extension here.
Right. Hello?
I have a person-to-person call for Mr. Johnny Dollar.
Yeah, from where, operator?
San Diego.
Well, I'm Johnny Dollar.
Thank you. One moment, please. Go ahead, please.
Hello?
Hello?
Dollar?
That's right.
Yeah, I recognize your voice.
Who are you?
Listen, Dollar, that Jerry Hilton wasn't no accident.
Wasn't it?
Wasn't no suicide neither. Jerry was murdered. I know who done it.
Well, now, unless you tell me who you are...
Don't make no difference, not yet. But when you meet me tonight, so's I can tell you what I know.
Meet you where?
On the Tascadero Pier, down here in Dago.
Tascadero?
Yeah, Tascadero, out on the end of the pier at the cargo hoist.
Now, listen, I'd like...
Be there alone, see? At 11 o'clock tonight.
Is this a gag or some kind of a trick?
No trick, Dollar. You want to know who knocked off Jerry Hilton, don't you?
Well, of course, but who are you?
Maybe you'll recognize me.
Now, wait a minute.
I'll see you tonight.
Hello? Hello? Well, Frank?
Well, Johnny...
There are many who hold blindly that all is perfect with these United States. But former President Eisenhower did not believe this. He formed a nonpartisan commission to look into our national ways and to set forth, after thorough examination, a list of national goals. The kind of America we can be in the future, the impression we make on the rest of the world. Our national image depends on how fully the nation follows the recommendations of this nonpartisan commission. The complete report has been made up into a booklet, which is yours free if you want it. CBS Radio and its affiliated stations believe this to be an important national statement. We hope you'll send for it. Simply send your name and address on a postcard to Goals, Box 1776, New York 17, New York.
You mean you're going to keep this date with that anonymous phone caller? I wouldn't.
The police think Hilton was a suicide.
I know.
Which would save your company a lot of money.
No, not a lot as life insurance policies go. And I'd much prefer to see it paid out to his widow. But of course, if it was suicide...
You know that voice on the phone? You know something, Frank? It had a familiar sound.
Sounded like some thug to me, Johnny. And if so...
But I can't place it. Anyhow, he said it was murder. There's only one thing for me to do, and that's keep that date with him.
Johnny.
Yeah?
Johnny, don't you see? You may be walking into some kind of a trap.
Why? Who wants to trap me? Over what?
A man in a job like yours has enemies. Bound to have. This could be very dangerous.
Dangerous? You mean like crossing a busy street intersection?
Oh, now listen.
Or driving around in some of today's traffic?
Now, don't kid about this.
Who's kidding?
If you go down there tonight and out on that pier to meet him, well, believe me, you'd better have some police protection.
And scare him away? No, he said to meet him alone.
Even so.
Forget it, Frank. I'll be okay.
I certainly hope so.
So do I. Expense account item 2. $50 deposit on a rental car. Before driving the 130 miles of freeway down to San Diego, though, I got her address from Frank and paid a visit to Jerry Hilton's widow, Marjorie. She was small, thin, about 23 or 24, pretty in her own way, but with far too many lines of care in her face for one of her age. The second-floor apartment was tiny and badly furnished. My little boy Tommy lay on a small cot in the corner of the bedroom, and he was a mighty sick-looking kid. However, she told me a free clinic had agreed to do the rather serious intestinal operation that was needed. I wondered why she hadn't thought of a clinic before.
And when I get the insurance money, I guess I better pay him for it, hadn't I, Mr. Dollar?
Well, I hope you do get it, Mrs. Hilton.
Oh, now look, Jerry wouldn't ever have committed suicide, no matter how far down his luck was.
Not even in the hope that it wouldn't be found out you'd be able to collect the insurance money? Was there anything else that he could do to get you away from having to live like this?
Oh, listen, he tried, Mr. Dollar. He tried all the time. You think it was his fault he couldn't make a living?
Doing what? Well?
I don't know. I don't know how Jerry got that money that he had when him and me got married last year.
You don't know how your own husband... Last year, then little Tommy isn't his child?
No, sir. Oh, but Jerry treated him just like he was. He'd do anything he could for him, just anything, for the both of us.
Oh, sure, I can see that.
What does that mean?
Nothing. Do you know of any enemies that Jerry might have had?
Oh, I don't even know who his friends were, Mr. Dollar. There was just Jerry and me and Tommy. Oh, and he treated us good. Well, until he ran out of money. But he was sure something was going to turn up pretty soon, and...
Something legitimate?
You mean you think that Jerry could ever do anything crooked?
Do you? But then you don't seem to have known very much about him.
Well, all I know is he was good to me. He was good to the both of us. He was a lot better than that punk. Than Tommy's real father was.
What was his name?
What if he did give me a lot of fancy clothes and jewels and things? Well, he wasn't the first one. Now that Jerry's gone, I can have those kind of things again.
Who was he, Margie?
His name was Allie Parsons. When Tommy was born, he walked out on me.
Alfred H. Parsons, and the H stands for heroin. You're talking about a man the narcotics squad has been after for the past 5 years.
Oh, well, all I know, he was always hiding away from somebody or something. When he come around and tried to see me again a couple of weeks ago, well, Jerry threw him out.
And came to see you, huh?
Yeah. All this soft talk about doing something for Jerry and me and the kid. Well, Jerry didn't believe it. Oh, Allie was awful good at that soft talk and the promises. Even to getting me back with him, time after time when I was married to him. I'm wise to him now. I told Jerry, and he threw him out.
A couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Has Allie been back since Jerry died?
Well, why should he?
Well, you look a little pale and worn and tired. Maybe even a little hungry, Mrs. Hilton. But you're a very attractive girl, nonetheless.
What?
Well, thanks. Thanks very much. Now I've got to meet that man in San Diego. Here. This is just in case Tommy needs something extra while he's in the hospital.
$50?
I think the insurance company would okay this sort of an advance.
Well, I thought you were trying to tell me they wouldn't pay.
Well, maybe I've changed my mind. But there was something about Marjorie Hilton that puzzled me. In spite of the way she talked. Or maybe because of it. Somehow she made me think of the typical movie gun moll who'd play along with anybody she thought was on the way up. I drove down to San Diego. While it was still daylight, I got a line on the Tascadero Pier. It was one of the older ones, some distance below the main part of that busy port. There were no ships tied up to it, nothing but trash in the long warehouse built up on it. All in all, it was in pretty bad shape, probably in line for condemnation by the progressive city of San Diego. I hoped there'd be plenty of light on it when it came time for my meeting out there on the end of it. Speaking of time, I killed a couple of hours in a movie, and then had dinner in the grill room at the U.S. Grant, took in another movie, and it all adds up to item 3, $12.50. And by then it was nearly 11 p.m. There was no moon. Or if there was, you couldn't see it because of the heavy fog that had settled down over the waterfront. No, why kid about it? I wondered if I wasn't being a little foolish in plotting the length of that abandoned pier in the darkness to keep a rendezvous with what? Even if the pier had been well lighted, I wouldn't have been able to see more than 20 or 30 feet ahead of me. I found myself walking softly, listening for, well, perhaps for the footsteps of somebody else. But who? I didn't even know the name of the man I was supposed to meet out there, much less what he was really up to. Sure, I had the old .38 handy, but in that darkness, in that fog.
Dollar. Dollar, over here. Come on, but quiet, see?
Yeah, sure.
Here beside this big box where nobody can see us.
See us? Are you kidding in this pea super?
That's it. Now listen, I've got to talk fast.
Simon.
Yeah.
Simon Hacker, simple Simon.
That's right, but not too simple to look out for myself. So now listen.
You're the punk I chased halfway across the state of Kansas once and then had to let go because you didn't have what I was after.
Only you didn't really have to let me go. You could have nailed me.
Yes, and you're the punk who couldn't or wouldn't tell the cops where they could lay their hands on Allie Parsons.
All right, so now I do know where he is. So could I go to the cops?
Sure.
Why, you think they'd believe me now? You think they wouldn't just lock me up for life?
Darn fool, they'd do anything for you to get information on Parsons.
Yeah, but you think Allie wouldn't find out if I did? You think he wouldn't kill me for it?
Like he knocked off Jerry Hilton, maybe? Well, did he, Simon?
Listen, I know that you'll protect me. You're the only dick that ever give me a break.
Simon?
And when you nail him, Allie Parsons, for what I'm telling you, maybe you could get me off of the hook with the cops.
Maybe.
So listen, up at Newhall, they knew that was no accident, Jerry's car going off that curve. And maybe they don't say it, but maybe they know that Jerry was dead before that car went over.
You're telling me that Allie killed him?
Don't you see? Allie wanted his girl back, that Margie that was married to Jerry.
Can you prove that Allie murdered him?
All the proof you need, Zolla.
Good. Now here, Simon, knowing how you work, maybe 50?
Maybe 100.
Okay. Here.
Thanks, Dollar. You're okay. So listen while I tell you how I know he killed Jerry Hilton.
Yeah?
Simon!
Those last 3 shots from somewhere in the foggy darkness of the pier had been meant for me. I dove in over the edge, and then slowly, quietly swam in among the pilings back to the shore. Soaking wet, I piled into my car and drove to the headquarters of the harbor police. They immediately sent out a couple of men to look for Simon Hacker, or what was left of him, and gave the regular police an alert on Allie Parsons. They also helped me dry out my clothes. Well, that gave me time to think. Marjorie Hilton was my only real lead to Jerry's killer now. Obviously the same one who blasted away at Simon and me there on the pier. Obviously Allie Parsons, or one of his mob. And Allie was again making a play for Margie. Maybe she had gone to high school, but she wasn't very bright. And if what she'd told me was true, about the clothes and the jewels he'd given her, about always going back to him before Jerry came along, well, in spite of what she'd said about Allie, she'd probably be a pushover for him again. I thanked the harbor police, I got into my car, and I tore on back to L.A. to her apartment. It was nearly 4 a.m., but she had a light on. Because of the sick youngster? Maybe. Mrs. Hilton?
Who is it?
It's Johnny Dollar.
Oh, just a second.
I saw the light on. Well, now, what does all this mean?
Well, I told you when you were here before. I'm taking little Tommy to the hospital for his operation today.
You got enough bags packed here for you and Tommy? All right, Margie, what goes?
I told you.
Yeah, you told me. You also told me a lot of things this afternoon, maybe enough to make me suspicious.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You were pretty emphatic about how good Jerry had been to you. So much so it began to sound like an act. You didn't really expect me to believe that you had no idea where Jerry'd got his money, or Allie Parsons when you were married to him.
Well, how should I know what they did?
And I wouldn't be surprised if there were 3 or 4 other husbands before them also in the racket.
But there were only 2 before... Oh.
Only 2 before.
Now, you listen, Mr. Dollar.
Why did Allie Parsons kill Jerry? To get you back because he was afraid that Jerry might tip off the police to his latest activities in narcotics? He did kill him, didn't he?
Well, you're nuts.
The same as he tried to kill, or maybe did kill Simon Hackett tonight down in San Diego, where you knew I was going. So you tipped off Allie Parsons, and now you're set to go somewhere and meet him.
Yeah? Well, I don't have to.
Now, what's that supposed to mean?
Allie, get me out of this.
Allie!
Don't reach for it, Dollar.
Oh, that's real cute of you, Margie. Hello, Parsons.
Just keep him up real high. And I'll take this gun of yours for myself. Might come in real handy for me sometime with your prints all over it. Thanks.
Pleasure, Allie. Now what?
Now? Oh, now you face that wall there, and I'll put a bullet right in your head. You see, now that you know I killed Jerry, I've got to get rid of you, too.
Now listen,
no.
Allie.
Shut up, Margie. It's the only way.
Of course, you know what the sound of the shot will bring, Parsons.
With this nice old-fashioned silencer? But close the door to the hall anyway, will you, Margie?
Oh, sure, Allie, but don't you think...
Shut
maybe
up
it'd be
and close the door.
Okay, whatever you say, only...
Oh, no, you... Hold it, Parsons.
Simon!
Watch out, Allie!
Okay, boys, that's enough. That's enough.
Okay, Lieutenant.
Like the U.S. Marines, Lieutenant.
Well, Dollar, when they hauled Simple Simon here out of the drink and he told the boys what was going on...
Wait a minute. How do you feel, Simon?
Not so hot, Dollar. I guess I kind of waited too long to go straight.
Easy, Simon, easy.
But I tried, Dollar. I tried.
Yeah, Simon. I'm afraid you did wait too long. But you tried. Want to take over, Lieutenant? Margie and the boy, I don't know. I kind of felt sorry for the poor kid, Tony. But her, I can't help wondering if she even deserves a break. Expense account total, including the trip back to Hartford, we'll call it $450 even. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Now, here is our star to tell you about next week's story.
For next week, a most ingenious method of blackmail. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Reddick, is written by Jack Johnstone, produced and directed by Bruno Zerato Jr., musical supervision by Ethel Huber. Heard in our cast were Jackson Beck as Frank Francis, Elizabeth Lawrence as Marjorie, Mason Adams as Simple Simon, Bernard Grant as Allie Parsons, and Maurice Tarplin as the police lieutenant. Be sure to join us next week, same time, same station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is Art Hanna speaking. Alan Jackson's informative feature, Information Central, weekdays on the CBS Radio Network.
From Hollywood, it's time now for Johnny Dollar.
How weary, stale, flat, and unprofitable seem to me all the uses of this world.
Who's that?
Garrett Reynolds, Johnny.
Reynolds in Trenton?
That's right, New Jersey State Mutual Life.
Well, what was the quote from Shakespeare about? Hamlet, wasn't it?
Alas, I would a tale unfold whose lightest word would harrow up thy soul, freeze thy young blood, make thy two eyes like stars start from their sphere,
Hey.
knotted and combined
Hey.
lungs apart.
Now, wait a minute, will you?
My hair to stand on end like quills upon the fretful porpentine.
Garrett, have you gone off your rocker?
Why don't you come on down here and see?
Yeah, I think I'd better. Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the New Jersey State Mutual Life Insurance Company, Trenton, New Jersey office. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the Heatherstone Players matter. Expense account item 1, $9.80. Train fare, lunch, and incidentals on the trip from Hartford to Trenton, New Jersey. Item 2, 70 cents. Taxi to Garrett Reynolds' office.
Glad you wasted no time, Johnny. Sit down. I'll get right to the point.
Big rush, huh?
If I read the signs right, yes.
Okay. Whom are you expecting to get bumped off this
You ever
time?
hear of the Heatherstone Players?
Huh? Sounds like a summer theater or a traveling stock company.
It's Cyril Peter St. George Heatherstone.
Cyril
And he's
Peter.
just as bad as he sounds. An old Shakespearean actor, a real ham.
Oh, friends, Romans,
Oh, no,
countrymen.
don't do it.
What's the matter?
It'll be bad enough when he gets here. Any minute now.
What do you mean?
Every other sentence a quote from the immortal bard.
Oh.
By the time you've listened to him for 5 minutes, you never want to hear of Shakespeare again.
Sounds like he might be fun.
Fun? He's poison. And if he gets knocked off, it'll cost the company $10,000.
All right, come on, tell me all.
He keeps traveling around, conducting classes in Shakespeare and putting on occasional performances with the local talent. After he gets all their dough from them, that is. Whenever he pulls out of a town, he leaves behind a lot of unpaid bills.
No wonder he keeps traveling around.
It's no joke. He also leaves behind a lot of enemies and a lot of broken hearts. He thinks he's Romeo himself or Casanova. Anyhow, he's back here in Trenton. He's putting on a Shakespearean festival over radio station WVGR.
Oh, well, hey now, maybe I can join the cast. But soft, what light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is
Will
the
you
sun.
cut it out? This is serious.
So am I. But go on.
There is not one of his cast or crew there at the radio station doesn't hate every bone in his body. Except maybe young Joni Carter.
And who's she?
Oh, she's the girl he picked to play Juliet in Ophelia. He's promised her a shining career on the stage and stardom in pictures and that sort of thing.
Yeah, well, maybe she's good.
Oh, don't kid yourself. It's part of his act to charm her away from Charlie Cubberly.
And who is he?
He's also in the cast. He's getting nothing but bit parts.
Well, I still see no cause for alarm.
Oh, you will, Johnny, if you ever attend one of those rehearsals.
Well, look, if they all hate him so, why don't they just walk out on
The
him?
old shyster's got him tied down to contracts. Must have signed them with their eyes closed. They're stuck with him, Johnny, until the festival is over. Or until somebody kills him.
You think it's that serious?
Johnny, one way or another, he has taken everybody he's ever come into contact with.
Even you?
Even me. Number of times I've had to go through the operation of changing the beneficiary on his policy.
Who is the beneficiary?
As of the moment, Joan Carter.
The actress you mentioned.
The girl I mentioned. He uses the policy as a come-on to charm the poor, unsuspecting young...
So, what has this day deserved? What has it done that it, in golden letters, should be set among the high tides of the calendar?
What the Sam?
King John, my boy, Act 3, Scene 1. Mayhap for your plebeian ear, I should have asked this churlish fellow next to you why for he sent for me this hour.
Heatherstone, this is Johnny Dollar.
Oh? And here's my hand.
And mine, sir, with my heart in. Uncle.
Good man, that's from the Tempest, Act 2.
Not that I give you a charge.
Look, Heatherstone, I've asked Dollar to act as your bodyguard until this play of yours is over and you can get out of town.
Play festival, dear sir, in which the immortal Shakespeare's works beneath my practiced hand shall so enchant.
Yeah, wait a minute, Heatherstone. Garrett, I'm not going to serve us
I said bodyguard. I've received 3 anonymous notes telling me in no uncertain terms that his life isn't worth a plugged nickel around that studio.
Threats, huh?
Just warning.
What matter? To quote the bard, I bear a charmed life.
Have you given those notes to the police?
Yeah, but I haven't heard back from him. That's why I sent for you in such a hurry.
How fitting that my end should come there, on stage, so to speak.
What?
Blow wind, come rack. At least I'll die with harness on me back. Which is to say, my friend, that I'll die with me boots on.
Yeah, I got that. Has anybody threatened you in person, Heatherstone?
Yeah. And what about that girl, Joan, and the way Charlie Coverley...
Her beauty makes the vault a feasting presence full of light.
Oh, listen, will you? I'm talking about Charlie, the boy she's thrown over for you and your phony promises. That boy's crazy enough with jealousy to try almost anything.
Aye, he is mad.
Right.
That he is mad, 'tis true. 'Tis true, 'tis pity. And pity 'tis true.
Heatherstone, he's mad enough to kill you. And so are some of the others.
Yeah, I've heard you're pretty rough on your cast of actors, on your crew.
But I must be cruel, only to be kind.
Now, what's that supposed to
They're
mean?
so ambitious, all of them, but so inadequate, so futilely do they attempt to gain the highest talent of this art, with which I am so rich endowed.
All right. Look, please. Apparently, Garrett feels that your life is in danger.
I'm sure of it.
And as long as I've come all the way down here, I'll take his word for it. That every one of your associates has a serious personal reason for wanting to see you out of the way.
What private griefs they have, alas, I know not.
Listen, will you?
But this I do avow.
Heatherstone, don't you care that somebody's out to get you?
My cast, my crew, you say?
Yes.
Me? Stands not within the prospect of belief.
Look, the fact remains...
And yet, if 'twere true, then I must bear a countenance more in sorrow than in anger. In gratitude toward me, who've given them so much.
Believe me, it is true. That's why I insist you have somebody to look out for you until you can get out of town.
These words are razors to me, wound.
That's why I sent for Dollar.
This man, huh?
Yes.
Let me have men about me who are fat,
Here we go again.
sleek-headed men, and such a sleeper night. Yon Dollar has a lean and hungry look. He thinks too much. Such men are dangerous.
Will you shut up?
And yet, suppose I am to die.
Believe me, if it weren't for the $10,000 it cost the company, I sometimes think I'd like to take care of that little matter myself.
And you would be found out.
That's what you think.
Then, Dollar, look upon his face. I quote, so full of artless jealousy is guilt, it spills itself in fearing to be spilt.
All right. The fact remains that in spite of what Garrett says, you're determined to go ahead with this play, this festival of yours.
I am.
In spite of the threats on your life.
Why not? All that live must die, passing through nature to eternity.
Okay. When's your next rehearsal?
Oh, this afternoon, but sir...
Station WVGR, right?
Aye, correct, but sir...
And I'm going to be there.
To interfere with me at work?
No. To hide in a corner and see if all this fuss over you is justified. To see if the atmosphere down there is as thick as Garrett says it is. To either take on this case or not, depending on whether I think your life's really in danger.
Oh, Johnny, his life has been in danger for years.
Of course.
You, admit it?
Aye, that I do. So therefore, harm, if harm they could have done, would long ago have caught me in its grasp.
Yeah, well, maybe you've just been lucky.
Aye. In the past, I quote, treason has done his worst. Nor steel nor poison, malice domestic, foreign levy, nothing can touch me further.
Oh, Lord.
And with that thought, I bid thee now adieu.
Yeah, well, goodbye.
And yet, perhaps, for best we talk this out, I quote, to fear the worst, of yours the worst. Good day, gentlemen.
You want a drink?
Garrett, that is the craziest clown I've ever met. But I still don't really see what you're worried about.
That's because all you've seen is the amusing side of him. But I tell you, Johnny, look, did you mean that about going over to the studio?
Yeah, sure. And frankly, more to see how our radio show is put together than anything else.
Then I'll arrange for you to sit in the control room with the engineer, the fellow who keeps the voices and sound effects and music and things in balance.
Great, I'll have a ball.
Yeah? Well, you'll see why I sent for you. Why I'm so sure somebody's going to murder Heatherstone.
If I didn't know you so well, Garrett, I'd think you were planning to do it yourself and call me in as a cover-up.
You know something, Johnny?
Well?
I'll call the studio, make arrangements for you.
I couldn't help feeling that Garrett's own resentment of Cyril Heatherstone was for a lot more than the mere fact he'd have to revise his policy a few more times. But if so, he wouldn't admit it to me. Item 3, $1.25 taxi to the studios at WVGR. There I was escorted backstage, so to speak, to the control room. It was a small room, facing into the main studio through a large soundproof plate glass window, and it was loaded with complicated equipment. Before the control panel, with its knobs and keys and dials, sat Gordon Mitchell, the engineer, a nice-looking chap in his 30s. Through the window, we could see Heatherstone and the cast gathered around a table, working on the script.
Sit here right beside me, Dollar, and you can see and hear everything that goes on in there.
Oh, well, sure. Thanks, Gordon. Is that microphone sitting in the middle of the studio there the one they use when they're on the air?
Yeah, that's one of them. There's one over there beside all that equipment for the sound effects men.
Oh, yes, I see.
And then there's another one in that booth over against the wall.
And what's that for?
Two isolated for special voice effects, like a voice coming over a telephone, things like that. A filter mic.
Oh, I see.
And then the one hanging over the table where they're reading will be for the orchestra when it comes in later.
Uh-huh. Say, you have a lot of stuff to balance when you're doing a show, haven't you? More knobs and dials and stuff.
You see here? This knob controls the mic over their table out there. Listen, I'll fade them in.
What, will the line stretch out to the crack of doom? Well,
Who's that? Charlie Coverley. Plays one of the small...
Well, what?
Oh.
Well, idiot!
Well, you said to get everything we could out of the line.
That I did.
So I added a couple of words to make the speech sound
You
more...
added to Shakespeare.
Well, I thought...
There we go, Dollar.
Fool! Listen to his own words. To gild refined gold, to paint the lily, to throw a perfume on the violet, is wasteful and ridiculous excess. Remember that and stop being ridiculous.
You heard enough, Dollar? Yeah, I'll cut it off.
A gentleman's son.
Brother, he really tears into them, doesn't he?
Believe me, that was nothing. Dollar, he's the most hated man in this town.
So I've heard. Pretty fast dealer, too.
You're not kidding. Yeah, he sure nicked me.
How do you mean?
All my savings. You know, invest in this Shakespearean festival. He'll get a sponsor. We'll all make $1 million. Well, if it wasn't for the beneficial finance company, I'd be on my uppers.
That way, huh?
And poor Charlie out there not only lost his shirt to Cyril, but his girl, too.
That little blonde beside him? The one who's talking now?
Yeah. Well, listen, I'll open their mic again.
That's right, my dear. Go ahead.
There's rosemary. That's for remembrance. Pray you, love, remember.
What?
And there's pansies. That's for thought. There's fennel for you, and here's some for me. We may call it herb grace o' Sunday.
Wonderful. You make the role of Ophelia live. Now,
boy.
If you don't quit pawing her, I'm going to...
Silence! Unhand me, sir, and silence.
Yes, Charles, you mustn't interrupt Cyril. You mustn't.
Here
Why,
we go.
sir?
Yes.
Where's your humility, Charles, before me, the master? Remember, 'tis common proof that lowliness in young ambition's ladder.
Sorry, Dollar. I can't take it.
Gordon, that guy is the most egotistical character I've ever seen.
He isn't going to live long.
Who are you thinking of?
Any of that group out there, and the sound crew, and the musicians. There isn't one of them hasn't got murder in his eye. I told the insurance...
What were you going to say?
Well, I sent a couple of notes to Cyril's insurance man. He's an old friend of mine.
Oh?
I didn't sign them because I didn't want to get involved. But I told him what I'm telling you. Somebody's going to kill that guy out there unless you or...
Victor!
Wait a sec.
Victor!
He wants you.
Yeah.
Would sit and gossip in there when there's work to be done?
Oh, sorry, Cyril. Mr. Heatherstone.
Irresponsible lout. This is a rehearsal. The talkback's too loud.
First it's too quiet, now it's too loud.
Sounds as though you're shouting at me, and that I will not have.
Okay, sorry.
Believe me, you will be sorry ere this task is done.
Believe me, I am sorry. I ever got mixed
Now,
up.
I shall rehearse my lines as Hamlet Marvel's ghost, that you may learn how Shakespeare should be read. Is the filter mic in order, Mitchell?
Yes, sir. Right in the isolation booth.
Very well. Then hearken, all of you, to the great lines from the lips and heart of a great actor. Notice the hair-shaped toe.
Really likes himself, doesn't he?
Look at those kids. Look at their eyes. See what I meant a minute ago? There's murder in them.
Who's that came in the door, the back door of the isolation booth?
Oh, it's one of the sound effects men. He takes care of...
Hi, boys and girls. How's the old... Silence! Whoops. Now, is this microphone on and working properly? Well, Mitchell?
Yeah, it's on, but work a little closer to it, will you, and with a bit less voice?
You tell me how to use a microphone? Now, quiet, all of you.
Well, What's he waiting for?
The mood, Dollar. The mood. Come on, you old goat.
I am thy father's spirit, doomed for a certain term to walk the night, and for the day confined to fasting fires, till the foul cry done. Foul cry.
Don't tell me he's forgotten his line.
Hence, horrible shadow.
That's not the script.
Thy drugs are quick.
What is this?
My dismal scene I needs must act alone. Past hope, past cure,
Hey.
past help.
Wait a minute.
I call upon the gods to get them.
What's happening?
I don't know, Dollar.
Act two of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment.
Who among us has not hoped for a better life? Who has not had a desire to help stamp out disease and suffering among more unfortunate people throughout the world? Many have wanted to help, and many have done so. That sort of work is going on everywhere. Everywhere there is hope for freedom and a better life. Outstanding in this field of activity is Project Hope, which operates from a converted U.S. Navy hospital ship called, appropriately enough, the Hope. The good ship Hope carries out its mission of mercy in far eastern waters. Wherever doctors, nurses, dentists, sanitation, and public health experts are needed, the Hope steams full speed ahead and gives what help it can. In addition to giving medical aid, the staff of the Hope works with local doctors to acquaint them with the newest of medicines and medical procedures. At the same time, the staff of the Hope learns a great deal about the symptoms and the cures of diseases with which they have had no previous contact. When the Hope was in the United States Navy, it was called the Consolation, and it is certain that the people who now operate her will give both consolation and hope to those who are suffering. Consolation, hope, and a new life. For wherever the hospital ship Hope is anchored, its staff is to make emergency trips to scenes of disasters and epidemics. Their services include a wide variety of skills, from removing a tumor from a child's neck to putting a bandage on an old woman's cut finger. But most importantly, with the Hope comes friendship and understanding. Good medicine for healthy freedom, which is the right of all men everywhere.
And now, Act two of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the Heatherstone Players Matter.
Cyril Peter St. George Heatherstone was dead. There was no doubt about it. And the old Shakespearean actor had died muttering the words of the immortal bard, there at radio station WVGR in Trenton, New Jersey. When he fell in the isolation booth at one side, I immediately rushed into the main studio, checked the dead man's body, his clothes. I searched every nook and cranny of the isolation booth and came up with nothing.
He's dead. Cyril is dead. Terrible. It's terrible.
Is it? Well, I'm glad he's dead. He's had it coming for a long, long time. Oh, stop it, Joan. Stop it.
But he was going to make me an actress. A great actress. A star.
Oh, don't kid yourself, Joni. He was taking you like he took the rest of us. And me, I'm glad to see him lying there.
Who are you?
Huh? Oh, Don Ringo, sound effects man. I just came in time to... Hey, wait a minute. Who are you?
Johnny Dollar, insurance investigator.
Investigator?
That's right. Gordon.
Yeah, Dollar?
That phone in the control room, can you call outside on it?
Sure.
Then call headquarters. Get somebody from homicide over here.
Right you are.
Don.
Yes, sir?
I want you to stay right here by this isolation booth. Make sure that nobody... Say, who, by the way, opened the door of this booth?
What? I did, Mr. Dollar.
Did you touch his body?
No. Oh, no.
Well, I hope not, because... What's the matter, Mr. Dollar? Plenty.
What is it, Mr. Dollar?
Well, at least I know what killed him.
Yeah? What?
Don, you stay here.
Okay.
The rest of you, back to the rehearsal table. I want to talk to you. It was so faint I wasn't quite sure for a second. But there was no doubt about that odor that came from the isolation booth. Like peach blossoms, only more delicate and more deadly. It was the odor of potassium pathon. And I'm glad the trace of it was faint, because one good whiff at full strength would kill almost instantly. Had killed. I'd left Don Ringo there at the booth to watch him, to see if he made any move toward Heatherstone's body. But Don had been the last one near him before he died. All right, now. Officially, there's nothing I can do until the police get here.
You said you know what killed him, Mr. Dollar.
Yes.
Potassium pathon, Charlie. Ever hear of it?
Well, no, of course not.
One tiny crystal, if swallowed, kills instantly. Or a single whiff of it when it's heated, vaporized. Same thing.
You think maybe he committed suicide, Mr. Dollar?
What do you think, John?
Well, what do you mean? Doesn't sound like Heatherstone to me, Dollar. Kill himself.
All right, so he needed help from someone in this room. And, Don, you were the last one near him.
Now, wait a minute.
Okay. Charlie?
Yes, sir?
Can you think of anybody here who might have had a better motive for killing Heatherstone than you?
No. No, I can't.
Charlie.
I wanted to see that phony, egotistical shyster dead more than anything else in the world. But I wouldn't have killed him.
Well, I would, Charlie, gladly, and I make no bones about it. Police will be here any minute, Dollar.
Good. How about your feelings in the matter, Don?
Sure. I'm glad he's been knocked off. But don't accuse me of having done
I'm not accusing anybody yet. But isn't it kind of funny? The only one who admits he would have killed Heatherstone is Gordon here. But he was in the control room with me, not only when it happened, but long before it happened. And potassium pathon doesn't wait. The rest of you, though, were right here next to Heatherstone. Any one of you could have slipped the stuff to him before he walked into that isolation booth.
Yeah? But how would we have made him take it?
That's a good question.
Did you find any of that potassium, whatever it is, in the booth?
No, but I got a good whiff of it.
Well, you said it had to be vaporized.
For the pathon gas to do its work, yes.
Dollar, could a capsule of it have been tossed into the booth, or maybe left in there for him to step on?
Then where's the capsule? Gordon and I went over that booth with a fine-tooth comb. Joan.
Yes, Mr. Dollar.
Are you the only one who touched him before I came in from the control room?
I didn't touch him, I told
But you were the only one who went into the booth, weren't you?
Yes.
The only one who could have removed any evidence of the means used to get that vaporized pathon in there.
Mr. Dollar,
Look here, Dollar. If you're saying that Joni had anything to do with... What's the matter with you? Didn't you know that she was in love with that...
All right, Charlie, all right, take it easy.
I thought I loved him, Charles.
Honey.
I guess it took this to bring me to my senses.
Joni, oh, Joni.
All right, look, we've got a murder on our hands. And unless the police are able to come up with more than I have, well... But they weren't. The doctor who came along with Lieutenant Harper agreed with my conclusion that Heatherstone had died from a hefty whiff of pathon gas. But neither of them could find any possible source of the gas, even after thorough inspection of the isolation booth, the studio, and every one of us in it. Nothing. Dead end. Finally, after some 4 hours of futile questioning.
Well, it was murder, all right, Dollar. No question about it.
Any suspects, Lieutenant?
Any suspects? All of them. Every one of them. Except maybe the guy who was in the control room with you.
Lieutenant, that should make him number one in the list.
You've been reading too many mystery stories. Oh, look, Lieutenant. How much longer are we going to have to stay around here? You anxious to get away? What's your name, Ringo? Well, I mean it after all, you know.
Inspector, would there be any harm in putting my equipment away?
What equipment?
Oh, mics and mic cables, patch connections on the board in the control room, so on.
You see any reason, Dollar?
No. Go ahead, Gordon.
Thanks. I'm a little tired of just standing around.
What about us, Lieutenant?
Is it doing any good to keep us here?
Look, somebody in this place killed Heatherstone. Yeah, but you're not getting anywhere finding out who it was. Are we all under suspicion?
Yeah, excuse me, Dollar. You're standing on this mic cable.
Oh, sorry.
I asked you a question, Lieutenant. The answer is yes. Yes, you're all under suspicion.
But what good is keeping us here?
You'd rather be locked up?
Hey, excuse me again, Dollar. Now this cable.
Oh, sure. Hey, now, wait a minute.
That's the cable for the mic in that booth?
Yeah, that's right. Hey, excuse me.
Yeah, go ahead and take it away.
Gordon.
Those mics all stay in the studio?
Yes, sir. Oh, if you ever want to inspect them...
Inspect them? What for?
What? Oh, I didn't know.
Maybe I know, Gordon.
What?
This cable to the booth, Mike. It's thicker than the other.
Oh, yeah. Probably an old one.
Or maybe it's bigger because it has a couple of extra leads in it, extra wires.
Yeah, the old one's dead. That's why.
Come on, Lieutenant.
Huh?
You too, Gordon. Got a screwdriver?
Sure. In my pocket. Here you are. And pliers, too, if you want them. If I don't understand why...
Now, this mic in the booth.
Oh, careful, Mr. Dollar. That's pretty delicate.
Then you do it. Take the faceplate off this mic.
Sure. But why?
Yeah, Dollar. Potassium paetin. A crystal of potassium paetin. Vaporized in this booth.
Oh, sure, but you going to tell me how?
Well, maybe I'm just guessing, but I think so. Go ahead, Gordon.
Yes, sir. Well, I still don't... There you are. Well, there's the insides of it.
Yeah? And that's all.
There's a... Look. This tiny ball of fused metal.
Yeah.
All that's left of a heating element that was melted away inside this mic. Thanks to the extra wires in that cable.
Oh, it's probably just a little piece of stuff.
Look at the color. A livid red. Typical of the action of potassium paetin on fused metal.
Huh?
On the heating element that was placed in the mic and destroyed by a surge of current through it.
Hey, that color, that's right. You're right. Well, then...
The one man who didn't hesitate to say how he felt about Heatherstone. Who said he would kill him. Who warned us. And the one man with an alibi, because I was there in the control room with him. I suppose you disconnected the power leads to that cable when you went into the control room to call the police, didn't you, Gordon?
Yeah, Mr. Dollar, you guessed right again. But it was a good try, wasn't it? No flight of angels will sing him to his rest.
So, that was it. And the company will have to pay the claim. Expense account total, including incidentals and fare back to Hartford, $51.25. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Now, here is our star to tell you about next week's story.
Next week, the Yours Truly matter. And I give you one guess about the name of the victim. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood. It is produced and directed by Jack Johnstone, who also wrote tonight's story. Heard in our cast were Virginia Gregg, Lawrence Dobkins, Dick Crenna, Sam Edwards, Frank Gerstle, Herb Vigran, and Hans Conried. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Hollywood, it's time now for...
Johnny Dollar.
Johnny, this is Fritz Melchior at Star Mutual.
Fritz, I can't think of anybody I'd rather hear from.
What?
Every insurance case you've called me on has put a lot of dough in my pocket.
Well, now,
And
Johnny...
it just happens that right now I can use a few extra bucks. Quite a few. So what's the deal?
Well, as a matter of fact, I hadn't thought in terms of any fee on this one.
Oh.
But of course, we'll pay whatever expenses you may incur.
Oh? You trust me with my expense account, Fritz?
Are you kidding? Of course not.
Okay, then, now that we understand each other, what's the problem? Or rather, who's the problem?
John Wakefield Edwards. Ever hear of him?
No, I can't say that I have.
Retired businessman. Leather goods, I think it was. He lives just outside of Albany, New York.
So what's happened to him?
Well, nothing that I know of. But he has a lot of insurance with us, including a straight life policy worth $155,000.
How old is he, Fritz?
In his late 60s.
Married?
His wife died, 3 or 4 years ago.
Then who's the beneficiary?
His adopted daughter, Marilyn.
And how old is she?
In her late 20s. She's a very attractive girl, I understand.
Then who cares about a fee? Fritz, I'll take the assignment.
Easy, Johnny. You probably won't even see her.
Oh, why not?
But she lives and works over in Troy.
Well, what's happened to the old man?
Well, he called me a few minutes ago and asked, or rather demanded, demanded that I send you over to see him immediately.
Yeah, why?
He wouldn't say. What he did say, though, just before he hung up, is that under no circumstances are you to let her know that you're coming.
Meaning Marilyn?
I would assume so.
I wonder.
So do I, Johnny. So if I were you, I'd hop on over there.
Tonight?
Well, first thing in the morning?
Okay, Fritz, we'll do.
Bob Bailey, in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
And now, Act One of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Star Mutual Insurance Company, Home Office, Hartford, Connecticut. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the hair-raising matter. When a beautiful girl and a fortune are involved, well, instead of waiting until morning, I got out my car and drove over to Albany. Item 1, 1720 for mileage. I arrived shortly after midnight, checked in at the Sheraton Tenike, and although I was pretty tired, I ran up item 2, a dime for a phone call.
Yes, this is John Wakefield Edwards.
Johnny Dollar, Mr. Edwards.
Well, why do you waste your time and money calling me? I told Fritz Melcher to send you up here.
I'm right here in Albany, sir.
Oh, good.
Do you want me to come out and see you right away? It's pretty late.
No, first thing in the morning will be all right. I'm sure nothing will happen before then.
Nothing will happen.
I'll expect you to have breakfast with me.
I beg you. What was that?
I said be here at breakfast. 7:30 sharp.
Oh, okay. But now, just what did you mean about nothing will happen?
I'll tell you about it in the morning. Goodbye, Mr. Dollar.
Well, now, wait a minute. Look. You're the boss. Why, oh, why didn't I call him back? Demand to know what it was that he was expecting to happen. For it obviously tied in with his wish to see me. But I guess I was tired after the long drive, and he seemed to think the morning was time enough. So I hit the sack. Early in the morning, some coffee sent up to my room, and then the hotel bill came to $9 even. That's item 3. And by 25 minutes after 7, I swung onto the long, winding drive that led up to the front of the Edwards mansion. It was in a wealthy residential section, a couple of miles north of the city proper, and sat in the middle of what must have been a full acre of beautiful trees and gardens. As I approached the house, I noticed a car parked out front, a sleek new little sports job. The door was open, and the good-looking chick got out of it and was just about to climb in. As I pulled her up to a stop, she stood there looking at me questioningly. This is the Edwards home, isn't it?
That's right. You want to see somebody?
Why, yes. As a matter of fact, Mr. Edwards sent for me.
Oh, really? Are you an old friend of his?
Oh, I didn't know it should.
Oh, that isn't what I mean...
No, my name is Johnny Dollar.
John... Insurance detective or investigator or whatever you call it.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, hi. I'm Marilyn Edwards.
Well, hi.
I should have guessed he'd send for someone like you, Johnny. Come on in.
Why do you say that, Marilyn?
Well, Daddy seemed to be worried about something lately.
You know what?
No, at least I'm not sure. That's why I thought I'd stop by this morning before going to work.
Oh, I thought you were just leaving.
No, I just got here. Just before you arrived.
What do you do for a living?
Don't laugh. I'm a model.
Oh.
And stop raising your eyebrows. After all, somebody has to pose for those ads for dishpan hands.
Oh, sure.
Shall we go in and see Daddy? That is, if he's up.
Well, he'd better be. I have a breakfast date with him at 7:30, and it's now exactly 7:31.
Then we better go in. Hi, Daddy. Daddy? Durkin? Durkin! I hear you.
Your foster father hasn't come down yet.
Johnny, this is Durkin, Daddy's housekeeper.
Now, what is breakfast prompt at 7:30, and I ring the bell, and he don't come down for it.
Durkin, stop it.
Stop it! There now. That's the third time.
Third time? Daddy, not punctual? I think I better go up and see.
I'll go with you.
I heard his alarm clock go off 3/4 of an hour ago, so there's just no excuse.
Daddy?
Wait a minute.
What is it, Johnny?
I thought I caught a whiff of cordite.
Cordite?
But no, I guess not.
Daddy? Johnny?
Johnny! Oh, no!
I'm afraid so, Marilyn. He's dead. Together with Marilyn Edwards, adopted daughter of John Wakefield Edwards, I found his body in his bedroom slumped over to death. There was no sign of any wound, no evidence of foul play. Without touching the body, I phoned the Albany Police Homicide Division, and within minutes, Sergeant Christie arrived with Dr. Walter Mencken in tow. The doctor's examination was brief but very thorough, including several on-the-spot tests for poisons of any kind.
How old did you say he was, miss?
I didn't, Doctor. But he was 68 or 9, I think.
And he hasn't been sick?
No, not that I know of. Miss Durkin, the housekeeper, would know better than
He
I.
hasn't had a day of sickness since he caught that cold last spring.
Yeah. Well, his pump gave out, that's all. Can't expect that in a man his age.
Johnny.
Yeah, I know. But you're doing okay.
You didn't find anything, did you, Chris?
No, not a thing, Doc. Why they bothered to call us in instead of his own doctor?
Of course, if you folks want, I can order an autopsy.
Oh, no. That would be terrible.
And down it goes to natural causes. Time of death, approximately 7:15.
Doctor.
And I expect you can carry on from here, can't you, miss?
I'll take care of things.
Yeah, and if he can't, I will. Beginning with closing these windows. There. Anybody wants to freeze me?
Well, come on, Sergeant. Back to the morgue.
Oh, the morgue.
Oh, Johnny. Easy, Doc.
Better? Well, you two want some breakfast? Ain't gonna do him any good now.
Durkin, how can you... But I suppose we may as well, Johnny. And do whatever we have to do here.
There was something mighty wrong here, yet I couldn't put my finger on it. Had I really caught the smell of cordite before we entered that room? It was too late to tell now, even with the windows closed. Those windows. It was a cold morning. Had he left them open while he dressed? Marilyn, heir to his big insurance policy. Had she really just arrived when I got there? If the housekeeper, Durkin, had been in the kitchen making breakfast, it would have been easy for someone to sneak in and... But who? And why? And what about Durkin? Now, wait a minute. The police medic said death due to natural causes. No poison, no wounds of any kind. So that's that. The undertaker must have been hungry for business because he got there before noon and took the body away. Meantime, of course, I'd questioned both Durkin and Marilyn pretty thoroughly.
Enemy? Oh, no, Johnny. Daddy didn't have... Johnny, you keep talking as though you think he might have been murdered.
Does anyone beside you benefit from his death, Marilyn?
That's a horrid thing to say.
I do.
Durkin, what are you doing snooping around this way?
Well, it's as much my affair as yours now that Mr. Edwards is gone.
What do you mean by that, Durkin?
I mean the money he left me in his will. And the codicil in his will, it says Marilyn's got to share the insurance with me if she collects.
Durkin.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, everybody knows her and her father, her foster father, Ain't been getting along too good ever since she decided to get out and earn her own living, or tried to.
I've been getting along all right.
Sure, sure. And all the attention you've been giving your dear daddy these last couple of years. Why, today's the first time you've been in this house, and...
That doesn't mean that Daddy and I haven't... Dirk and me wish to be left alone.
I'm sorry, Johnny.
Marilyn, I want to go up and look at your father's room again.
All right, if you like. And I'll go along with
No,
you.
thanks. I'd rather do it alone.
Oh?
And what did I find? Nothing. Sure, there were a couple of old bottles of hair tonic hidden away under some shirts. But after all, I mean, at his age. And that funny little thing on his dressing table, there was a little, well, hat stand, I guess you'd call it, the kind you find in a woman's hat shop. You know, a little wooden stand about 8 or 10 inches high.
Johnny, look.
Huh? Where did you get that?
After what you said downstairs, I guess I began to wonder.
It's special.
So I looked around outside, for footprints or, well, I don't know what I was looking for.
And you found this handgun?
It was in the middle of a myrtle bush. It was Daddy's gun.
Oh?
And see, one shot has been fired.
Yeah. I also see you've carefully put your fingerprints all over it.
Oh.
Hey, what? Fine. Now my prints are all over it. So if it was used to... What am I talking about? If there'd been a shot, Durkin would have heard it. What's more, there would have been a bullet wound, and there was no sign of anything in the... Wait a minute. Marilyn, maybe there was.
New 6 roll. And now, Act 3 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar and the hair-raising matter.
My hunch was right. I was sure of it now. I told Miss Durkin and Marilyn to stay there at the house and wait for me, then jumped into my car and drove into Albany to the undertaker's.
Here we are, Miss Dollar. The embalming room is right here. Though I must confess we haven't had opportunity to prepare Mr. Edward's body yet.
Good.
We've been rather rushed all day.
Yeah, sure. Now, where is he?
Right over. Here we are. Was he a relative of yours?
No. Just...
Wait a minute. What are you doing?
Just, trying to make sure that a crazy hunch I had is...
Look here now. Are you trying to pull his hair out?
No. Off.
What?
I think.
Now, look here, young man.
Look. Do you see what I'm trying to do here?
What? Yeah. Good heavens, I can't believe it. We would never have noticed it.
I don't think anybody would have. But it's a hairpiece, all right. Just big enough to cover a small bald spot.
It matches the rest of his hair so perfectly.
Hey, you got some kind of a solvent? I don't want to have to rip it off.
Why, yes, I think we have. To be here somewhere.
Sure, those old bottles of hair tonic. Probably hadn't used them in years. But that little wooden stand, sure, he parked his wig on it.
What did you say?
And probably nobody knew that he wore it except himself. And somebody very close to him.
Here, Mr. Dollar. Here, this will remove the toupee without damaging it.
Yeah.
Good. But I don't understand why you want to take it. Good Lord.
Yeah. Right in the middle of his bald spot. Covered up by the hairpiece. And the bullet that made it was a .38 special. Marilyn, you say you didn't get here this morning until I did.
Yes, Johnny?
You're sure?
Yes, Johnny.
Come on up to his room again. Where's Durkin?
The kitchen, I guess. Johnny, you have a funny look.
Yeah, come on. I'll tell you this much. Your father was murdered, all right.
You sure of that?
Yes, you bet I am. Now, look here, on his dressing table. You know what this is?
Of course. It's a little hat stand I used when I was a kid.
What's it doing here?
I don't know. Funny. I never really noticed it before.
How long did Daddy wear a toupee, Marilyn?
A what?
Toupee, a hairpiece.
Oh, never. He was always very proud of his hair.
You're sure about that?
Of course I am. For a long time, he always used to smell of hair tonic when he came downstairs
Well,
in the
it just
morning.
happens that you're wrong.
What?
A small, very well-made hairpiece covered the bald spot where he was shot this morning. With this .38 you say you found outside.
But I did. Honestly.
All right, I believe you. In spite of the way you covered up any fingerprints that may have been on it.
You did too, Johnny.
Yeah, that's right. Now listen. That leaves only one person who could have known about the hairpiece, have killed him, and then covered up the bullet wound with it. I knew I'd smelled burnt gunpowder when we first came up here.
Johnny, do you think that you mean...
Yeah, but to prove it, well, I've got to try a bluff. Yeah, see if I can bluff her.
I can't believe it. Yet with him dead, she'd have money, more money
Hold
than...
it, Marilyn. Well, Durkin?
So you're back. Where you been, anyway?
Checking up on something. Something I should have suspected last night when I talked to Mr. Edwards on the phone.
What do you mean, Johnny?
Line clicks. That meant somebody was listening in on the phone downstairs.
Don't look at me. I didn't even know you called him last night. I was in bed asleep.
Were you, Durkin? What I was just checking on at police headquarters...
Police headquarters?
Yeah, was a set of fingerprints I found on a glass you'd been using in the kitchen.
What?
I wanted to compare them with some prints I found on this gun.
Well, that's Mr. Edwards' gun.
The one you used to kill him?
That's a lie.
Is it the fingerprints match?
No, that's a lie. I wiped them off the gun.
Before you threw it out the window?
Yes.
Then opened the other windows to let the smell of powder out?
Yes, I wiped them off. At least I thought I did.
Okay. Let's go, then. Don't worry. There'll be no part of the insurance or any other money for Durkin. The courts will take care of that. And probably with vengeance. As for Marilyn, well, you know something? There's a gal I think I'd like to see again. And I don't mean because of her fortune. Expense account total, including all the mileage on my car, $47.50. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Our star will return in just a moment. Now, here is our star to tell you about next week's story.
Next week, a little jade statue is the key to one of the cleverest plots I've ever seen. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Originates in Hollywood and is written, produced, and directed by Jack Johnstone. Heard in our cast were Virginia Gregg, Shirley Mitchell, Jack Edwards, Ralph Moody, Junior Matthews, and Parley Bear. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is Dan Cumberly speaking.
Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum, the refreshing, delicious treat that gives you chewing enjoyment, presents for your listening enjoyment Edmund O'Brien as...
Johnny Dollar.
Johnny, this is Louise Costa.
Oh, Louise. Say, that's funny. I was thinking of you and Lucky just this morning.
Were you?
Yeah, how are you?
I don't know, Johnny. That's why I called you.
What's the matter, Louise? Something about Lucky?
I don't know. Maybe it's me.
Maybe I'm getting tired of being a detective's wife.
Hey, wait a minute. That doesn't sound like you.
I know, but something's wrong. He's been on a case and he had to go to San Francisco, or at least that's what he told me. I haven't had one word, not even a postcard in a week.
That doesn't sound like Lucky. Maybe he's in trouble.
It's a divorce case, Johnny. Could I talk to you about it? Maybe I'm all wrong, but I'd like to know.
Yeah, sure, Louise. I'll be over in about an hour, if that's all right.
The makers of Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum bring you Edmund O'Brien in another adventure of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
For refreshment while you work, for enjoyment anytime, chew a stick of Wrigley's Spearmint Gum. The delicious, long-lasting, real mint flavor of Wrigley's Spearmint cools your mouth and freshens your taste. The good, smooth chewing helps keep you feeling fresh and alert, adds enjoyment to whatever you're doing. So indoors, outdoors, at work or play, enjoy chewing Wrigley's Spearmint Gum. Wrigley's Spearmint. Refreshing, delicious.
Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to New York Police Department, Attention Homicide Bureau. I in no way expect you to honor this statement, but for the sake of convenience, I'll use my regular report form. The following is an accounting of expenditures during my investigation of the Lucky Costa matter. His real name was Frank Costa. I don't know where he'd picked up the Lucky tag, but he'd had it 5 years ago when both of us were on the payroll of one of the big detective agencies. He opened his own office at about the same time I went into insurance. I got to know him and his wife well, but not intimately, and I liked them both. So when she phoned with worry in her voice, I went over to see her. In a way, I wish I hadn't.
Now that you're here, I feel kind of silly and embarrassed.
Well, you don't have to talk about anything you don't want to, Louise. Why don't we go to dinner and a movie and forget the detective racket for a while?
That doesn't work. I've tried it. Johnny, it's not only this week that I haven't heard from you. Lucky's changed.
How?
Well, it's nothing I can explain to you. If you'd seen him every day, you probably wouldn't have noticed anything, but it's something that a wife could see. Thing with his eyes when he didn't know I was looking at him. Sort of a far away, as if he was thinking of something that I didn't have any business knowing about. And you know Lucky's never been like that.
Well, I guess any man keeps secrets when it's his job to.
Well, Lucky never has with me. He didn't need to. As far as his job went, he's always told me that it did him good to come home and talk things over with me. Even things he really wasn't supposed to talk about. It hasn't been that.
You think he's mixed up with another woman, don't you?
It started over a month ago, Johnny. I've been used to Lucky being away. You know that.
Yeah, I guess you'd have to be.
But like I said, I knew when things got different, when it was more than just being away from me.
You sure you aren't imagining things?
I'm not imagining that I haven't heard from him in all this time. That never happened before.
How long has this been going on, this change you speak of?
I've tried to remember exactly when I first noticed it. And I think it was one night about a month ago. I asked him what he was thinking about, and he sort of came to and said something that I don't remember now.
Did you press it any further?
A couple of times, and then I didn't anymore. Because it made me think he was hiding something from me, and I didn't want to think that. I kept telling myself that everything was all right. But now I know it wasn't.
Was he on a case a month ago?
Well, he was tracing some phonies. It doesn't have anything to do with work, Johnny. I know that. He'd traced phonies before. He'd done everything before. It wasn't work.
Well, I don't have a wife's viewpoint, but I know Lucky pretty well. Some things about him I know better than you do. It seems to me that if he was going to go wrong with a woman, he'd have done it a long time ago. We met some, you know.
Yeah, I've heard.
Does his brother still live here in town?
Yes, but I haven't phoned him.
Same address on Broad, wasn't it?
Yeah. Are you going to see him?
Yeah, I thought I might. You want me to check on Lucky, don't you?
I don't know what I want. Yes, I want to find out.
All right. I think his brother is the best place to start. The last time I'd been at the Broad Street address had been for the funeral of the Costa's mother. The house was a few years more beat up than it had been. Some old chicken coop stood empty in the backyard, and Joe, the brother, pulled up in an old car after I'd thumbed the doorbell 3 or 4 times and had started to leave.
I took the wife and kids over to the park so I could have some peace for an hour or so.
Yeah, I almost missed you.
I'm glad you didn't, Johnny. It's been a long time. How've things been going with you?
Fair, Joe. You?
A guy can make a living. But making it go far enough is another story. Hey, come in the house.
Sure, thanks.
I'm working over at Bricker's now. It's a better spot than the old job. Had one raise already and got another one coming up.
Yeah, that sounds good, Joe.
You still doing the same thing?
Yeah, still following people.
You, see much of Lucky anymore?
No, not for 6 months anyway. As a matter of fact, I came here to talk to you about him.
Yeah? What about him?
Well, I wondered if you'd spoken to him before he left for San Francisco last week.
No. I talked to Lucky for the last time, as far as I'm concerned. That was about a month ago.
What's the matter? Thought you two were okay, that you got along all right.
You're a pretty good friend of his, aren't you, Johnny?
Well, you know how it was. He and I just fell together when we were with the agency. Yeah, we're good friends. Maybe I see him only twice a year, but he's almost the only guy I've held on to.
Did he ever tell you about his first wife?
He was married before?
Yeah. Did he ever tell you about the year and 6 he spent in prison?
Joe, are you serious?
Yeah. That's the way Lucky is. He don't let his friends know anything about him that he don't want them to know. He's always been like that. There's always been 2 sides to Joe. One that you know about and one that you don't.
What about this prison term?
It was grand theft. It was over this girl that he married, his first wife. He stole some furs for her.
How long ago?
12, 15 years, I guess. Well, we're still living in Brooklyn. Lucky was a wild kid when he was 18 or so, and he still got some of it in him.
Who was this woman he married?
Her name was Hazel Mackey, and she called me about getting in touch with Lucky.
Oh? When?
That was about a month ago. That's when him and me had our showdown. I told him he was a dumb cluck if he saw Hazel again. I said, you got a new life now. You're amounting to something. You're married to a nice kid. But I could tell I wasn't getting to him. He was going to see her. I knew that. So I told him if he did, it was the end of him and me, brother or no brother.
You're sure he saw her?
Well, before he left that he would. She had some kind of hold on him back when they were married. And she still got it. What do you want with Lucky, Johnny?
Louise called me. She hasn't heard from him in a week, and she wants to know what goes. He's dropped out of sight.
Sure he has. I knew he would.
Where can I find this Hazel?
New York. She's got an apartment on 82nd.
You got the number?
Yeah. Come on in the other room. I'll get it for you.
This Hazel Mackey?
Yeah. Who are you?
My name is Dollar. I'm a friend of Lucky Costa's.
Oh, come on in.
Thanks. You know where Lucky is?
Not at the moment, no. Who are you?
I told you, he's been missing for a week. His family is worried. I'm looking for him.
He's on a case.
Is he working for you?
Yes.
What kind of a case?
I don't know that it's any of your business. I need a detective, so I hired him. Is that all right?
It would be if he were on the up and up about it, but he isn't. As far as his wife knows, he's in San Francisco on a divorce case.
I can't help what he tells his wife. How did you get here?
His brother told me about you.
I guess his wife doesn't know. I guess that's why he told her he was going to San Francisco.
You know where I can reach him?
No, not for a while.
Do you think I ought to send his wife to the police?
I don't see why you should.
I will if I don't find out about the case he's on.
Hey, what's with this pressure stuff?
What's the case?
I needed a bodyguard.
What for?
I was engaged to a guy who was sent to prison. He was there 2 years, and I changed my mind about him. He's out now, and I'm afraid of him.
Who is he?
You know I don't like you. You got a lot of nerve. None of this is any of your business.
I wish you were right, but I've already stuck my neck out and made it my business. So if I don't find out these things from you, I'll find them out from someone else.
Yeah, guess you would. His name is George Myers.
What makes you think he's going to cause you any trouble?
Some of the things he told me when I went to visit him. It's hard to talk sense to a man who's been in prison that long. I tried to tell him how I felt, but he'd blow his top and make a lot of threats.
Where is he now?
I don't know. Been out a week. Lucky's trying to get a line on him.
He hasn't contacted you yet?
No, but he will. When it's over with and we get things straightened out, why, then Lucky can go back to his wife. Now, if you approve, I'd just as soon you'd get out of here.
No, a few things don't figure. You answered the door buzzer not like a dame that's afraid of someone coming, but I suppose you're right. It's Lucky's business how he earns his money.
I'll tell him you dropped in.
It's up to you. Good night.
So long.
I put off telling his wife for 2 days because I didn't know how and because I didn't think it was up to me to tell her things she never knew about her husband. But on the third morning, it broke. The story made page 1, part 2 of all the New York dailies. The body of ex-convict George Myers had been found the night before. He'd been shot to death by what they called an unknown assailant. I phoned the brother, Joe Costa, and met him outside Bricker's during his lunch hour.
Hi, Johnny. What's up?
Well, maybe the local papers didn't carry it here. This one.
What about it? Who's this Myers?
Friend of Hazel Mackey's. She told me she hired Lucky to bodyguard her against this Myers.
Holy. You mean Lucky killed him?
I don't know, Joe. It looks bad. Here, read this last paragraph. Myers went to prison on a robbery rap, but the money was never recovered. There's $200,000 floating around, Joe. I can't help wondering if this Mackey woman hadn't her finger on it.
Why do you have to tell me this, Johnny?
Because I couldn't carry it myself. I talked to Hazel. What she tells me puts the finger on Lucky. I wanted you to know because I'm going to have to go to the police with it.
This is going to kill Louise. You know that.
What can I do, Joe?
Well, it seems to me you could stop playing hero.
Now, wait, Joe.
You don't have to run to the police. If Lucky did it, let them find out. You don't have to tell
Joe.
them. Not for that no-good Lucky, but
Joe,
for Louise.
Joe, listen to me. If they get to Hazel Mackey and she tells them about talking to me, then what happens? Then I'm in trouble. I can't afford that, Joe. I've got to stay clean with the police.
Sure, stay clean, no matter what it does to Louise. That's the way it is, then, huh?
I didn't ask to get mixed up in it. I didn't tell Louise what I found out about him, but it's out of hand now, Joe, and there's nothing I can do.
Go ahead, then. Go ahead. Maybe some nice fat cop will pat you on the back.
Joe!
Joe!
That's our racket.
For refreshment while you work, for enjoyment anytime, chew a stick of Wrigley's Spearmint Gum. When your mouth feels dry, when you're warm or tired, Wrigley's Spearmint is really refreshing. The lively, full-bodied, real mint flavor cools your mouth, moistens your throat, freshens your taste. And the chewing itself gives you a little lift, helps you feel your best and do your best. So for chewing enjoyment plus pleasant refreshment, chew delicious Wrigley's Spearmint Gum. And now with our star, Edmund O'Brien, we bring you the second act of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
I left Hartford for New York on the 110 that afternoon. When I got there, the later editions reported the usual rounding up of known criminals who were being grilled about the Myers shooting. And the closer I got to the apartment on 82nd Street, the rottener the whole thing looked to me.
Who is... Oh.
Come on, open up.
Hi. What do you want?
Where is he now?
Lucky? I don't know. I told him to give himself up, but he wouldn't.
Did he kill George Myers?
Yes, the stupid idiot.
How did it happen?
Lucky had a room over at the Montclair, and George must have followed me over there.
You went across town so you could be with your bodyguard.
Yes.
And the man you were afraid of followed you.
Yes.
You were either not very bright or not very scared. Go ahead.
Well, about 2 o'clock we came out, and George was waiting in the lobby. He followed us out on the street and started swearing at us. He took a swing at me, and then Lucky tried to stop him. He pulled a gun out of his pocket, and that's when Lucky shot him.
That all sounds very neat.
What do you mean?
Sit down. I've got a theory that I'll try out on you. When I get close, tell me. The $200,000 that never showed up after George Myers' arrest. For a split of that, Lucky agreed to kill him.
You're crazy.
You hire a detective as a bodyguard. Theoretically, he could kill this man you were afraid of and ride out of it on his license and a self-defense plea.
It was self-defense. George pulled a gun.
The police didn't find it. If it was self-defense, why didn't Lucky report it like he should have?
I wanted him to. We came back here and I begged him to phone the police.
What about the $200,000?
I don't know anything about it.
You mean it'll be hard to prove that you do?
I said I don't know.
I take it you haven't phoned the police.
No. I know I should, but I just can't do it to Lucky.
You know I'm going to call them, don't you?
I thought you said you were his friend.
Not that good a friend.
What can they do to me?
Hold you as a material witness while I try to get some proof together that you dragged Lucky into this.
Dragged him into it. I hired him. I told you that. I was afraid of George, and I hired him.
And he killed Myers in line of duty, ended in self-defense. Why didn't he turn himself in?
I don't know. I wanted him to.
You must have given him some reason for not doing it. What did he say?
Well, he said that everything was all ruined now and that he'd rather take a chance on getting away.
Why was it ruined if he killed in self-defense? I've had to do it.
I don't know.
Were you going to help him get away?
We didn't talk about that. He was like a crazy man, pacing the floor. And then he left about 3:30.
Where was he going?
He didn't say.
Was he going to get in touch with you?
Yes. He said he'd try to call.
Well, you won't be here to take the call. I want the police to hear your story. The officer who answered my call was Lieutenant Carl Belder. 2 uniformed men who were with him took Hazel Mackey back to headquarters, and he listened to my theory. We searched the apartment without finding proof of her holding any amount like $200,000. She had a small savings account, a small checking account, and a stub showed that she had paid Lucky Costa a week in advance. We waited the rest of the afternoon for Lucky to call, and he finally did an hour or so after dark.
Go ahead, Dollar. That might be him.
Johnny Dollar.
Who?
This Lucky? This is Johnny Dollar. Don't hang up, Lucky.
Why should I hang up? Hiya, Johnny.
I'm all right, Lucky. How are you?
Fine, fine.
Yeah, I can imagine. What was the matter with you?
I don't have the slightest idea what you're talking about. How about you explaining yourself? What are you doing in my girl's apartment?
She's not lonesome. She's down visiting New York's finest. Why don't you use your head and come on in, Lucky?
You kidding? I like it where I am.
You still figuring on trying to run out?
Sure, it's worth a chance, don't you think, Johnny?
If you killed Myers in self-defense, why don't you play it that way?
Having this call traced, Johnny?
I hoped we wouldn't have to play games like that. I thought if I could talk to you, you'd come to your senses. Can I meet you someplace where we can talk it over?
No, thanks. You're a good guy, Johnny, but I think you might sell me out.
You've already been sold out. What's the matter with you?
You know, if positions were reversed, I'd give you a hand.
I wouldn't ask you to. Anybody gets himself in a mess like you're in shouldn't expect help. Now use your head, Lucky. Let's get this over with.
Sure. Sure, I'll meet you in Times Square. New Year's Eve, Johnny.
Lucky? He's gone.
You know him better than I do, but don't you think you pressed him a little too hard? Wouldn't he have believed you if you talked like you were going to help him?
No, he knows me better than that.
Well, that's a tough spot, Dollar. An old friend like that.
Well, he's still in New York. He won't get out now, will he?
Well, everything should be covered by now. Do you know him well enough to guess what he'll try?
I don't think so, because a killer isn't the guy I knew. His clothes are still in the hotel room. I don't think he'll try for them now. He's got about $200 in his pocket. I don't have any idea what he'll try, Lieutenant. I guess all we can do is wait. An officer was posted at the apartment, and Lieutenant Belder and I went down to headquarters. Under steady questioning, Hazel Mackey held to her story that she knew nothing about any $200,000, that she'd been afraid of George Myers, that she'd hired a detective in good faith to protect her, and that after Myers had been killed, she had pleaded with Costa to give himself up. It seemed apparent to me then, after having talked with him, that she had her statement well rehearsed and felt that if she stuck to it, there was no way for us to prove anything else. I stayed in New York that night and the next, waiting for something to break. When it came from Hartford. Joe Costa wanted to see me as soon as possible.
Johnny?
Yeah, Joe.
Come on in.
Oh, I got here as fast as I could. How's Louise?
Not very good. Sit down. I'm sorry about blowing up the other day,
It's
Johnny.
all right. I didn't blame you. It was a bad time for both of us.
You were right, Johnny. All I could think of then was he's my brother. But now it don't make any difference. He's no better than a rat that you got to trap. There's nothing to do but stop him.
You're right, Joe.
I had to quit my job over him. I couldn't take it the way the boys were looking at me. They wouldn't talk to me.
It'll smooth over. What do you want to talk to me about, Joe? Has he contacted you?
Yeah, he phoned me. He wants for me to give him some money so he can get away.
He needs more than money now. He'll never get out. What'd you tell him?
Well, I told him I didn't have any to give him. And that was the time I knew for sure that you were right about him. So when he asked me again, I told him I'd see what I could do about raising some. I told him to call back tonight. I did that so I could sell him out to you.
It was the right thing to do, no matter what you think. He wouldn't think twice about pulling you into this mess, Joe. And that's what he did. He asked you to be a party to the killing.
Yeah, I know that.
When is he going to call?
Sometime after 7 o'clock.
Does he want you to meet him?
Yeah, that's right. With $200. He's going to tell me where when he calls.
He's still in New York, isn't he?
Yeah, in Manhattan.
You want me to talk to him?
Yeah, if he gives himself up, I kind of figure they might take it easy around him.
It could be. That's a deal, Joe. I'll talk to him. I'd like to see him go in by himself.
Well, want a glass of wine while we wait, Johnny?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
This is some new stuff from my wife's folks. I took her and the kids up to their house to stay till this blows over. You'd think we were all criminals the way people treat us in this town.
The call came in about 8:30. The meeting place was a flat near the Bowery. The time was about 10 the following night. I was there at 5 minutes after. Hi, Lucky.
Oh, what's this?
Let me in. It's a nice place you got. You like it better than a home with a wife?
Shut up. So Joe sold me out, huh?
He gave you a break. He didn't call the police.
Did he send me some money?
No? Do you think you had any right to ask him to?
I need some dough, Johnny. I'm running short.
What about your girlfriend?
You can shut up about that, too.
A double cross, Lucky, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, double cross. A real good one. I got no beef coming.
You gonna let Hazel get away with it?
It's not worth a murder rap to square it with her. You know who set up the double cross for her?
Who?
You did, Johnny. You stumbled into this thing and set it up for her.
Maybe she'll send me a gold watch. I saw her 3 days before you killed him, Lucky. If you knew I stumbled in, why didn't you pull out?
She didn't tell me about you until after I killed him.
Oh, that's the way it went.
Yeah. One little thing Hazel forgot. And she hoped it wasn't important. She hadn't wanted to bother me with it. But a friend of mine acted like he was suspicious of what we were doing. All it did was blow the whole thing sky high. I was going to cop a self-defense plea, but with you around, sniffing out the premeditation, I didn't have a chance.
That's tough, Lucky. I'm sorry it didn't work out for you.
Get off, will you? I came into this with my eyes open. I know what kind of an operator she was. I'm not beefing. There was a chance to make $100,000, so I took the jump, so I lost.
What now, Lucky?
I was going to ask you. You want a drink?
No, thanks.
You won't drink with me, huh?
Not right now, Lucky.
Afraid I'll slip you a Mickey?
I wouldn't put it past you if I was in your way.
You are in my way. Aren't you, Johnny?
Everybody's in your way now, the whole world. You can't make it, Lucky. You won't get out of town.
How much you got says I won't.
Start making sense. You've been on the right side of enough of these things to know you're finished right now.
No, I'm not.
I want you to get a shirt and tie on, make yourself look halfway human, and go to headquarters with me. They may give you a break if you give yourself up.
Save it. Quit talking about it.
What are you going to do?
I'm not sure now that Joe sold me out. I'm in a bad spot, Johnny. I know that. I'm not ready to quit yet.
Joe didn't sell you out. He wanted to give you a chance to give yourself up just like I do. We're still your friends, Lucky. We can't stand by you if you won't do the right thing.
Then I'll go it alone.
When?
What do you mean by that?
What do you think I'm going to do, Lucky? Sit here with you until you get ready to leave?
I sort of hope you would. It'd make it easier if you did.
Well, I can't. I came here to give you a break. I've made my offer. Come with me. Give yourself up.
Oh, I can't do that.
Well, then I'm leaving. I'm telling the first cop I see to come and get you. You're going to put a gun on me, Lucky?
Yeah. I can't let you leave.
Then you'll have to use it. You want me to come up a coward in front of an old friend like you?
I'm sorry, Johnny. You got nothing to lose? You won't get blamed if I get out of here.
I can't let you, Lucky.
I'm not bluffing.
I'll have to see. I'm leaving. I'll ask you once more to go with me.
Don't try it, Johnny. I'll kill you if you start for the door.
That's your privilege, Lucky, because you're already a killer.
Johnny.
Yeah?
I'm telling you, don't. Johnny, I'm telling you. Johnny, I told you.
Well, Dollar?
He won't give up, Lieutenant.
Yeah, we'll take him then.
He's armed and he's drunk. But take it easy on him if you can. He could have killed me, and he didn't. I realize that the confession as set down in this report is worthless as evidence, and as far as proof goes, you are still unable to charge Hazel Mackey for her part of the conspiracy. But after Frank Costa died trying to fight his way out of the flat, I want to suggest that she be picked up again and grilled until she breaks. She's as guilty as he was. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Remember, friends, for refreshment while you work, for enjoyment any time, chew a stick of Wrigley's Spearmint Gum. There's lots of lively, real mint flavor in it to cool your mouth, freshen your taste, and sweeten your breath. And chewing Wrigley's Spearmint helps keep you fresh and alert. You feel better, work better, get more fun out of doing things. So indoors, outdoors, at work or play, always keep delicious Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum handy. For refreshment while you work, for enjoyment any time, chew a stick of Wrigley's Spearmint Gum. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, brought to you by Wrigley's Spearmint Gum, stars Edmund O'Brien in the title role and is written by Gil Dowd with music by Eddie Dunstetter. Edmund O'Brien can now be seen starring in the Paramount Pictures production, Warpath. Featured in tonight's cast were Virginia Gregg, Gloria Blondell, Hy Averback, Peter Leeds, and Sidney Miller. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, is produced and directed by Jaime Del Valle. The makers of Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum hope you've enjoyed tonight's story of Johnny Dollar and that you're enjoying delicious Wrigley's Spearmint Gum every day. We invite you to join us next week at this same time when, from Hollywood, Edmund O'Brien returns in another adventure of...
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Bob Stevenson speaking. This is the CBS Radio Network.
Johnny Dollar.
Mr. Dollar, this is Dennis Taylor, Star Mutual Insurance Company here in Colorado Springs.
Yes, Mr. Taylor.
An important client of ours, Mr. Dollar, his name is Melvin Lockerty.
Yes?
Well, he's spending the summer at one of our nearby guest ranches. And he's having some visitors for a week or so. He's invited them. They'll be his guests.
So?
Dollar, Mr. Lockerty believes that given half a chance, one of them will try to murder him.
Murder him?
So if you're free, if you can find the time to come out here...
Mr. Taylor, I'm on my way.
The CBS Radio Network brings you Mandel Kramer in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator,
yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Star Mutual Insurance Company, Colorado Springs office. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the Four's a Crowd matter. Expense account item 1. $146.20 for a cab to Bradley Field, a plane to New York, and a jet the rest of the way to Denver. The mile-high city in the middle of the most beautiful mountain country I know of, and the home of radio station KLZ. Item 2, $7.30 for a ferry plane to Colorado Springs. Taylor was there to meet me. He's a short, stocky, gray-haired man of about 50 who takes himself a bit too seriously in spite of the funny way his glasses keep slipping down his pudgy little nose.
I have one of my own cars right over there, Mr. Dollar. If you'll drive me back to my office, it's yours for as long as you're here.
Good enough, Mr. Taylor. Now, about this man, Lockerty, did you say?
Yes, Melvin Lockerty. And he's convinced, Mr. Dollar, that one of these relatives coming to see him wants to murder him.
Relatives, hmm?
The only surviving ones he has.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here we are.
All right.
You see, they're the children of his younger brother, Henry, who died a few weeks ago at the age of 71.
Oh, I see. Now, how old is he?
Well, according to his policy, 74. Now, I'll point the way to go.
Right. And, his beneficiaries?
These three who are coming here.
Mm-hmm. When?
They're due today. So you'd best get over to the no-name ranch where he's staying just as quickly as possible. Turn here, please.
All right. Tell me, how much do you know about these relatives, these heirs of his?
Not very much, I'm afraid, outside of their names.
Are they crooks or something that he's so scared of them?
Any crook in that family, it's Lockerty himself.
How do you mean?
Well, now, how do you think he ever got hold of enough money to afford nearly $500,000 worth of insurance?
I'm sure I don't know.
Well, then let me tell you. By hornswaggling his brother Henry out of some mining properties over near Cripple Creek. That's how.
Oh?
Properties that Henry spent a whole lifetime developing to the point where they finally began to pay off.
I see.
Tricked his brother out of them and then sold them and kept the money himself. A rotten thing to do, Mr. Dollar. And Henry had been a very close friend of mine.
This Lockerty sounds like a nice fellow.
He's a crook of the first water. And if you ask me, Lockerty was completely responsible for his brother's death. You see, it was by his own hand.
And you want me to protect a man like that?
I know, but with the company, it's purely a matter of dollars and cents. Personally, I don't care what happens to him.
You really hold a grudge against him, don't you?
No, I did not say that.
You didn't need to. The guest ranch was on a broad, level spot hacked out of the side of a mountain, part of the Rampart Range, about a half-mile up from Highway 24. It consisted of about a dozen neat, modern, comfortable cabins, and from the front window of mine, I had a view of not only pikes, but several other peaks that hemmed in colorful Ute Pass. All very beautiful. Yes? Oh, hi.
Dollar. My name's Lockerty. It's taken you long enough to get here. Why haven't you been to see me?
Well,
I want one thing understood, Dollar, right from the beginning. When these relatives of mine get here...
They haven't arrived yet?
Well, I'm still alive, ain't I? Now, I don't want them to know what you're here for, you understand?
Yes, but Mr. Lockerty...
Now, look and listen. I invited them up to spend a week with me to try and make peace with them. After all, they were the only relatives I got.
So I understand.
And to try to find out once and for all which one of them is out to get me.
To get you? Why?
Why? Because their father, just before he died, he made one of them promise to get even with me I sort of done him out of some money once.
Your own brother, wasn't it?
Yes, my own brother. What of it? What difference does that make?
Well, how do you know about that promise?
Because he told me before he died.
Mm. And which one of the three do you suspect?
Well, how should I know? I haven't even seen them, not for years. But now I've been getting letters telling me my time is about up.
Threatening letters?
Yes.
I hope you've kept them.
No, I haven't. But I'm worried. So that's the reason I've called them here for a showdown. I mean to patch it up or something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Here they are now.
Wait a minute, Mr. Lockerty. Are you trying to tell me that those three who just got out of that car...
Yes.
That one of them might be plotting to murder you?
Yes, yes, yes.
Ooh, somebody is crazy.
Newport filter cigarettes. Newport menthol cigarettes. A hint of mint makes the difference. So fresh that you know the difference. There's some smoking with cool menthol. It's so refreshing while you're smoking Newport filter cigarettes. While you're smoking a Newport, remember this hint. Coolness of menthol, freshness of mint. Best of tobaccos, flavor that's bright. Smoking a Newport, smoking is right. So refreshing while you're smoking Newport filter cigarettes. Newport filter cigarettes. Newport.
As old man Lockerty sneaked out the back door of my cabin, I stood there by the window and looked long and carefully at the new arrivals while they pulled their luggage out of the car there in front of the ranch office. And all I can tell you is that it was a pleasure. The one who'd been driving was 26 or 7, tall, blonde, and beautiful. Another, perhaps a couple of years younger, was a brunette, a real doll with a mischievous sparkle in her eyes. As for the third, well, I won't even try. Beyond saying that in spite of her heavy horn-rimmed glasses, a plain cotton dress, and hair done up in a bun, she was one of the loveliest, most naturally beautiful girls I've ever seen. So, as casually as possible, I walked out of my cabin and sauntered over to them.
Well, hello. We're here. I'm Kitty Lockerty. We all met in Colorado Springs, and Marion had her car, so that's why we all got here together.
Well, hi. I'm Johnny Dollar.
Dollar?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought the manager's name was, what'd you say it was, Thekla? Oh, Mr. Croy McClary or something. Who cares now? Hi, Johnny.
Thekla?
Mm-hmm. Like it?
Unusual name.
Oh, I'm an unusual girl, Johnny.
Yes, I can see that.
Paddle your own canoe, Thick. I saw him first.
So what, darling?
So you can
Oh, now stop it, you two. Is the manager about, Mr. Dollar?
It's Johnny.
And I'm Marion. Marion Lockerty.
Hi. And the answer's no. He drove into Manitou Springs right after I got here, but if I can be of any help...
Would you, Johnny?
Cut it, Dick. I think we're supposed to have cabins 8, 9, and 10, Johnny. At least that's what Uncle Melvin said on the phone.
Well, why don't we see if they're open? Here, let me grab some of this luggage. Killers, Now, of course, you never can tell. After getting them settled in their respective cabins and calling attention to the square dance posted for that evening, I went back to my own cabin and simply waited, watching. A while later, the three of them got together and went over to Mr. Lockerty's cabin. Then, even with his door closed, I could hear him shouting at them. And finally, the girls went back to their own cabins separately and not speaking to each other. Then I dropped in on Lockerty.
You crazy Dollar. Suppose one of them saw you come in here.
What were all the fireworks about, Mr. Lockerty?
I was nice to him, Dollar. I said I'd pay all the bills and give them anything they want up here. And then I told them.
Yeah?
I told them that I knew one of them was after me.
And what'd they say to that?
What do you think? They acted like they never heard of such a thing. But I knew better, Dollar. I knew better. I know that Harry, before he died, made one of them promise to kill me.
Yes, but which one?
Well, how should I know? I told you I don't know, but Look at him. That peckler, the blonde one.
Ah, quite a dish.
She's all wrapped up in herself and nobody else. Don't care about nobody else. You think she wouldn't kill me? Huh? Because of promise and to get her share of the money in addition?
Do you think she would?
And so would Catherine. Kitty, that black-haired one. Hot-tempered little minx with those dark, shifty eyes. The way she tried to laugh it off when I said I was wise to them.
And how about Marion, the one with the glasses?
Yeah, sure. The quiet one, but smart. Just don't you forget that old saying, Dollar, that still waters run deep. Anyhow, I told him.
You told him just exactly what, Mr. Lockery?
That whichever one thinks she's going to kill me, she won't get away with it. So she'd better admit it, that's what. Don't you see, Dollar? I can't sleep. I can't rest. This thing is driving me crazy.
That's the understatement of the week.
What? What?
Look, if it's rest you want, Mr. Lockery, I see by the bulletin board that there's a barn dance tonight, so at least you can get some sleep while that's going on.
Yeah, if they go to it.
I'll try to see that they do.
Okay, but don't you worry. I'll be sleeping with a gun at my side.
You carry a gun?
I always do. No.
Well, if you ask me, Mr. Lockery.
Well, if I ask you what?
Nothing. Forget it. For my money, this selfish, twisted little old man was out of his mind, was far more dangerous than any of the girls. And yet, if one of them had made a promise to kill him, well, there was only one way to find out, or at least to try. I sashayed on over to the barn dance.
Right and left around the hall. Oh, meet your honey and your harmony, boys, harmony.
The hoedown there in the barn that night was quite an affair. Far more than just the guest population of the ranch were there. And by lying mightily about my ability as a square dancer, I'd persuaded all three of the girls to be present. Then, although it took a bit of finagling, Kitty and Thekla were having a high old time with some of the local boys. I managed to get them aside. Separately, of course, for a little walk in the clean, cool mountain air.
I know, Johnny. I guess the whole ranch must have heard him ranting and raving at us there in his cabin.
Why, Thekla?
Oh, he has the silly notion that one of us promised to Daddy to kill him for something that happened once.
Well, did you? One of you?
Well, I know I didn't. But I'll tell you this, darling, that if I had, I would have done it. I mean, after what he did to Daddy. Oh, and what's he living for, anyhow? I mean, well, just think how nice it'll be when he leaves us all his nice money,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Ooh, it's getting chilly out here, darling.
Oh, I'm sorry. Shall we go back in and dance some more?
Well, if you want to, but it might not seem so cold, Johnny, if, Johnny...
You know, come to think of it, I promised another fling with your sisters, too.
Oh. Okay, Johnny. Okay, if you want to go back in, let's go back in. But later, maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
Want to feel that with a kiss?
Why not? Kitty was the next one I managed to get away from the dance.
Well, it's the least that could happen to Uncle Melvin after what he did. You know, all I have to say is I wish somebody would get rid of that old coot.
Well, why don't you do it then, Kitty?
Well, now, don't talk like that, Johnny. You're talking about murder.
Weren't you?
Well, I know it may have sounded that way, but I didn't mean it.
No, I hope not.
What are we talking about him for, Such a beautiful night. And all the moonlight through the trees and... Johnny?
She would be kind of ashamed to waste it, now wouldn't it?
You know, it's kind of chilly, too, isn't it?
Boy, that's an old line.
Well, then it must be a good one, huh?
Johnny?
I mean, if it works, and does it?
Johnny?
Oh, no.
Are you out there, Johnny?
Oh, Marion, you spoiled sport. You're like an old mother hen.
Well, that's what you think. But Johnny promised to teach me the Texas Star, and that's what they're going to dance next. You did promise, Johnny.
Got to keep a promise, Kitty.
Oh, darn.
Maybe later,
Yes.
Johnny. I never dreamed that a hard-boiled insurance investigator could be
Wait a minute now, Marion. What did you say?
Oh, now, look, dear. Didn't you think I'd know the minute I heard your name? And I suppose that you're here because old Uncle Melvin has this ridiculous idea that one of us is going to kill him.
Is it ridiculous, Marion?
Well, don't you know why the three of us met in Denver and came here when he asked us to?
Why?
To humor him, so he wouldn't get silly and write us out of his insurance and his will. That's all. Can you see a pretty little secretary like Kitty committing a murder? Or a softy like Thekla who wouldn't hurt a fly?
How about you, Marion?
Me? An old maid school teacher? Now, what do you think, Johnny?
Well...
Johnny, isn't it a shame to waste all this lovely moonlight?
Oh, now, why couldn't I have had a teacher like you? After the barn dance, the local folks went home and the ranch guests went back to their cabins. Except for Kitty and Thekla, who'd left me flat and paired off with a couple of boys with a fancy car. After delivering Marion to a cabin, I sat watching at the window of my own until her lights went out. Then I dropped in on Mr. Lockerty again.
Yes, I get plenty of sleep. But if you're going to bed now, Dollar, I'm going to stay up.
Now, look, Mr. Lockerty.
I'm going to sit here and read the rest of the night.
All right. Whatever you say, but Thekla and Kitty are out somewhere with a couple of boys, and Marion's going to bed, so if you ask me...
Oh, she has she?
Huh?
What about the light that just went on again there in Marion's cabin? Look, see it.
Oh. Okay. All right, then I'll stick around till she goes to bed again, and the others come in. Well, look, if you are going to sit here for the rest of the night, why don't I pull down this window shade?
Yes, that's a good idea.
Okay, here we are. Get down. Get down. That shot was just outside the window. Whether it was meant for you or for me, Mr. Lockerty. Mr. Lockerty. He's dead. The shot that killed Mr. Lockerty brought the ranch guests out of their cabins just as quickly as they could throw something on into their pajamas. Except for Kitty and Thekla and their boyfriends, who were there within minutes. A short time later, Marion appeared in bathrobe and slippers. I had the ranch manager phone for the sheriff, and then...
Oh, Johnny, this is terrible. In spite of the way I was talking tonight...
Kitty.
Well, I don't think it's so terrible. It's about time, I think. Thekla, that's no way to talk, regardless of how we may have felt about Uncle Melvin.
Kitty, Thekla, you two got here in quite a hurry. Where were you when it happened?
Johnny... You don't think that either of us...
No, don't get emotional, Thek. And Johnny, Thek, and I, and Pete and Wally... Oh, excuse me, Johnny Dollar. This is Pete McKenzie and Wally Thatcher.
Hi, Mr. Dollar.
Well, didn't I see you four take off a while back?
Yes.
Yes, sir. We took the girls down the road for a beer after the dance.
Yes, Johnny. We just got back and were on our way to the cabins, and we heard the shot.
So we came over here instead.
Yes, sir. That's just the way it was.
I see.
And aren't you going to ask about me, Johnny?
Well, do I need to, Marion?
No, Johnny, you don't.
What's that, Kitty?
As we came up the drive, we saw Marion's light go on there in her cabin.
I couldn't sleep, Johnny, so I decided to make some cocoa and read a while. But before I could even... What's the matter, Johnny?
Motive. Who else around here could possibly have a motive?
But, Johnny, honey, surely you didn't think that one of us...
I'm afraid I did, Thekla, but with Pete and Wally with you two, and both Mr. Lockerty and I saw the light go on in your cabin, Marion... Wait a minute. There's another possibility. Item 3, 35 cents for a phone call to Colorado Springs. To the one other person. The man who said he didn't care what happened to Lockerty.
Yes, Dollar?
Oh, then you are at home.
Oh, I've been home all evening. Why?
Then you couldn't possibly have fired the shot and got all the way back there by now.
Shot? What's that? Tell me, what's happened, Dollar?
The sheriff and his men arrived, and I'll say this for them. They were very thorough. Also, they convinced me that disposal of the murder weapon could have been a cinch in a deep, mucky little pond in back of the row of cabins. By the time it was fished out, if it was there, fingerprints, if any, wouldn't mean a thing. And nobody was able to give any clue to the killer. A hunch? Okay. Maybe so. But one of those girls, one of them had recognized me. The only really clever one. the one who'd know the value of an airtight alibi. And she'd made a couple of points to me before it happened, like their reason for coming. And she pointed a finger at the others while seemingly defending them. The only trouble was, darn it, that not only I, but others had seen that she was in her cabin when it happened. That she'd just turned on her light in there. We'd seen it. I'd seen it. Then I remembered. A little device that people use to protect their homes. So item 4 in Manitou Springs that morning, 11:25, for a gadget I hoped would turn the trick. Then that night, the girls and I sat together on the porch of the office unit.
What did you say, Johnny?
A check on your powers of observation, Thecla.
I don't get it, Johnny.
You will, Kitty. Now, look in through this window into the office. See the wall clock?
Well, sure.
Okay. Now, look over there at my cabin. I left the lights off, right?
Well, yes, they're up in my cabin, too.
All right, now, I'm going to leave you. And I want to know to the second what time I get inside my cabin and turn on the light in it.
Sure, and then, Johnny?
Then you'll see.
Well, it's certainly taking Johnny long enough to get over there.
Oh, just relax, Beck. I think he has something up his sleeve.
If you want the truth, though, I can think of nicer things with Johnny than playing games. Well, why for you two?
Oh, look, his lights are on, see?
Okay, so he got there at exactly...
the time is exactly 4 1/4, 4.5 minutes
Don't
after...
bother, Kitty. I'm right here.
Johnny!
Yes, Johnny, Well, just now saw you turn on your lights way over there on your cabin.
So you would have sworn that's where I was, wouldn't you?
Well, of course.
So would I, Johnny.
The way you and the boys swore that Marion was in her cabin when your uncle was killed. But she wasn't.
What?
My lights went on over there just now because of a simple clockwork device that I put on the lamp cord earlier.
An automatic switch?
That's right. People use them to put on the lights in their homes while they're away and then turn them off in the mornings to make the house look occupied when they're not there. The way Marion made it look. Made it look as though she were in her cabin.
Oh, Johnny.
Oh, no. Marion.
That's right. Marion?
But Johnny, he didn't deserve to live.
Maybe not, Marion. But nobody deserves to be murdered. Expense account total, including the trip home, call it $400 even. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Now, here is our star to tell you about next week's story.
Next week, a case with a real switch to the finish. Tune in, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Can you get premium gasoline performance at regular gasoline price? Find out what so many other car owners have found. In 3 out of 5 cars, regular priced Sinclair Dyno gasoline matches performance of premium gasolines, saves you up to 4 cents a gallon. Almost anywhere you see the Sinclair sign, you can save up to 4 cents a gallon with Dyno and still get premium performance and mileage. Drive with care and buy Sinclair Dyno gasoline. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, is written by Jack Johnstone, produced and directed by Fred Hendrickson. Johnny Dollar is played by Mandel Kramer. Also featured in our cast were Bill Smith, Edgar Staley, Freddie Chandler, Nettie Galen, Constance Simons, and Reynold Osborne. Music supervision by Ethel Huber. Sound patterns by Walter Otto. Technical supervision by Mike Shoskus. Be sure to join us next week, same time, same station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is Art Hanna speaking. This is the CBS Radio Network.